Does the Attorney General know you're reading that?
Huh?
Kevin, we're supposed to be researching colleges.
I am, Wendy.
What are you doing? Looking for roommates?
Come on, Mr. Belvedere. I just figured maybe they needed to get out and stretch their legs a little while.
Wesley, I think your aunts were perfectly happy in their ant farm. Certainly happier than they are in here. How's the great college hunt coming?
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah, Kevin's already zeroed in on some nice student bodies.
Hey, come on. This is their college issue. They do a rundown on all the top universities. Best fraternities, best men to women ratio, co-ed dorms.
Kevin, what are you looking for, a good school or a good party?
Both.
Can you drive me someplace? It is an emergency.
What happened?
Well, Angela just called from the mall, and they are having a free makeup demonstration.
Good God, I hope we're not too late.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere, this is important.
I'd love to, Heather, but I have dinner to prepare.
Well, Kevin, can you take me?
I'm busy.
Oh, thanks a lot. I'm not doing anything. You don't drive, stupid. Okay.
Come along, you two. I need some help in the kitchen. Wesley, hurry up with those potatoes.
You know, this is the kind of stuff they make you do in jail.
Then you'd better get used to it.
Hey, gang.
Oh, good, you're back. Can you drive me to the mall?
We just came from there.
Oh, this is a nightmare. I'm a prisoner in my own house.
Heather, we told you. You just keep your grades up and you can get your learner's permit next month.
That's so far away.
Come on, kitten. You'll be out driving before you know it.
So which one of you is going to teach me?
Oh, gee, I'd love to, honey, but you know how busy I am.
Look, kitten, I read somewhere where it's not a good idea for a relative to teach you. Isn't that right, Belvedere?
Uncle Belvedere.
Well, you'll teach me, won't you, Mr. Belvedere?
Sure, he'd love to.
Just think, in 4 weeks I'll be sitting behind the wheel and you'll be sitting next to me.
Perhaps this would be a good time to discuss my health plan.
Streaks on the china, never mattered before. Who cared when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared, but sometimes things get tight.
Something for you?
No, Mr. Belvedere. Just a piece of junk mail. Nothing you'd be interested in.
What is it, another note from school? I know they don't permit you to bring them home anymore. Hand it over. The British Genealogical Society?
So you send them your last name, and they give you a full history of your family and your official coat of arms. It was supposed to be a surprise for your next birthday.
That was a very nice thing to do, Wesley. And I spoilt it.
Yeah, you always gotta be so suspicious.
I apologize. I must try not to jump to conclusions.
That's okay. Anyway, here's the one from school. Do you know what day this is?
The day you got your learner's permit?
Hey, I didn't think you'd remember.
Oh, I have it marked down in my calendar with a skull and crossbones.
Well, here it is. You gotta give me my first driving lesson.
And I will.
And I already know a lot. You hold your hands on the steering wheel at 10 and 8 o'clock, you accelerate on a curve, and if you start to skid, go with it.
Ooh, all right. The University of Miami, they accepted me.
Congratulations. Let's celebrate by not going out.
Oh, come on, Mr. Belvedere, you promised.
All right. But first of all, you're going to learn the rules of the road.
But I already know them.
Not my version.
Hey, Dad, I got into Miami.
Hey, way to go.
Check out this campus.
Oh, nice coconuts.
Check out the tuition.
Whoa, almost $10,000.
Yeah, but that includes everything, except housing, transportation, food, and textbooks. Look, I know it's a lot of money, but I got it all figured out. I'm gonna get a part-time job and put away every dime I make toward college.
That's good, honey.
And all you guys have to do is make up the rest.
Now, Heather, we're driving along and Mr. Belvedere asks you to pull over, but you don't. When will you drive again?
When pigs have wings.
Very good. Now, we come to a stoplight, and one of your infantile friends pulls up and says, "Care to drag?" And you say, "Yes." When will you drive again?
When pigs have wings.
Right again.
Boy, it is easy. All the answers are the same.
Yes, but the questions are different.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere. When are we going to go out for real?
Oh, don't worry. We will. Just as soon as I finish making this little scarf for your mother. As soon as it's done, I give you my word, we'll be on the road.
Hey. When did you take up knitting?
Just now.
Hello, Mr. Belvedere.
Hello, Heather.
How are you doing with Mom's scarf?
Oh, it's coming along just dandy. I should be finished any day now.
If I were suspicious, I'd say you were dragging this out just to keep from taking me driving.
Oh, Heather, that would be very small of me. Like it?
Come on, Kev. You don't want to be late for your first day at work.
Coming. Change.
Oh, honey, you look so stupid.
I know.
Hey, great outfit, champ. Shouldn't have any trouble picking up the chicks.
Oh, shut up.
Hey, I'm proud of the kid. Said he was getting a job, he got one.
Yeah, he also got another acceptance. The University of Hawaii at Manoa.
Is the tuition there as much as...
More.
Well, I guess we should be proud. He's getting into such expensive schools.
Right. And there's no better investment than a good education.
So how the hell are we going to pay for it?
I have no idea.
Is your seatbelt securely fastened?
Yes, Mr. Belvedere.
Are your mirrors properly adjusted?
Yes, Mr. Belvedere.
Then we're all set.
So, can I have the keys now?
No.
Don't be scared. I mean, I know it's my first time, but that just means I'm going to be extra careful.
You're quite right, Heather. You're a very responsible young lady, and I'm sure you'll do just fine.
All right, let's burn some rubber! Boy, that was more fun than the bumper cars!
Are we still lurching?
Hey, I drove great.
What happened to the groceries?
What almost happened to me?
Mr. Belvedere's just mad because Heather tried to back over him while he was loading the bags. I did not. It's just I saw his head in the rearview mirror and I thought he was in the back seat.
Heather, when you leave a parking space, you look. You don't use deductive reasoning.
I'm sorry, really.
That's all right.
Look, I'll be a lot more careful when we go out tomorrow.
How was your first day?
Greasy. 5 hours washing chickens, breading chickens, frying chickens.
Why don't you go and clean up? Dinner's nearly ready.
Oh, what are we having?
You don't want to know.
Hi, honey.
Oh, hi, Mom. Listen, I thought it over, and Hawaii's just too far. So I decided to go to Miami.
Oh, well, look, you don't have to make up your mind right away. You know, you still have lots of time to consider some other options.
What do you mean?
Well, I was thinking I'd be kind of proud if you went to your old man's school.
The University of Pittsburgh? That's right downtown.
Hey, that's right.
It'd be a lot more convenient for you. And
What's wrong?
Kevin, the University of Miami and those other out-of-state schools,
Yeah?
we can't afford them.
Well, then I'll get another job. I'll get the money somehow.
Hey, look, pal, we're talking $15,000 a year. It's too much.
Now, we know Pittsburgh isn't your first choice, but it's an excellent school. It's
No,
just...
I don't want to go to Pittsburgh. I'm going to Miami.
Hey, look, champ, I'd like to be with the surf bunnies too,
That's
but it's
not
just...
why I want to go.
Then why do you?
Because it's not here. Don't you understand? I got to get away from you people. Yeah.
It's us.
You know, the people you want to get away from.
Sorry about what I said. I'll go to Pittsburgh or City College or Barber College, whatever you want.
Kevin, it's not what we want.
Mom, it's okay. I'll go to college all day and still get home in time to take out the garbage.
Hey, look, I think we know what's bugging you. You're 18. You want a little more freedom, a little more elbow room.
Yeah, so?
So? Maybe we can work something out.
Like what?
Like, what if we loosened up the rules around here a little?
Yeah, from now on, you'll be your own boss. Just the same as if you were living in your own dorm room. Right, Marcia?
Sure.
So you're saying that I can do anything here that I could do if I were away at college?
You got it, champ.
Right. Because we trust you.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere. Sally, in the mood for a little Sunday morning drive?
No.
I checked outside and there isn't any traffic.
They probably heard about you.
Is Kevin back yet?
I'm afraid not. But I'm sure he has a very good reason for staying out all night and wanting us all sick.
I bet.
So what'd you do if I stayed out all night?
Change the locks.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hey, Kev. We were getting a little worried. Where have you been?
Out.
Oh, and, what have you been doing all this time?
Stuff. I think I'm gonna hit the hay, unless there's anything else.
No, dear.
Just get some shut-eye.
That's all.
Boy, he got off pretty easy.
One more word and you're grounded.
Hey, what's the score?
Steelers are up by 10.
Oh, somebody else want a brewski?
No, you want to punch in the mouski?
Hey, you told me I could do anything I could do in college.
Yeah, well, you can't guzzle a six-pack there either. At least not till you're 21, buddy.
Oh, so what you're really saying is I can't do anything.
Sure you can.
Okay, so what if there's a girl I like? Can I bring her home?
Well, of course. Your friends are always welcome here.
Can she stay all night?
Well,
Sure.
Great, I'll get right on it. Yeah, Carla, I figured we could grab something to eat, see a movie, and then we could come back to my house and sleep together. Sure, my parents are gonna be here. That's the whole point. Hello?
Who have you killed? The mailman or the gardener?
Oh, it's just a dummy.
What are you doing with that?
Well, this is Mr. Coronary. I'm learning CPR in health class. Yeah, we're taking him out to the garage to practice on.
I see. Well, you two do that. I think I may go upstairs and take a nap before dinner.
Okie dokie. All right, is the elbow in? Yeah. You sure this thing is gonna fool people? It will if we're going fast enough.
Hello.
Oh, God.
Well, Heather, not only have you resuscitated Mr. Coronary, but he's already well enough to go for a spin.
Well, you won't drive with me anymore. I mean, I had to do something.
It'd be safer to let him drive. Hello, Wendy.
Hi. I'm here to spend the night with Kevin.
Of course, come right in.
Hi, Mr. Owens. Hello, Mrs. Owens.
hello, Wendy.
Hi.
It's very nice of you to let me sleep with your son.
Our pleasure.
Kevin, your one-night stand has arrived.
Great.
I was just chit-chatting with your parents.
Yeah, well, let's go upstairs.
He is so impatient. Well, see you at breakfast.
I'll take the sleeping bag. You can have the bed.
Whatever.
Look, I really appreciate you doing this.
Hey, I understand. It's like you said on the phone. You're just trying to prove something to your parents.
Yeah, they say they're giving me all this freedom, but they don't really mean it. Sooner or later, they're just gonna come busting in here and call it all off.
Right.
I mean, I didn't even think they'd let us get this far.
Who knows how far they'll let us get.
If there's nothing else, I'm turning in.
Hey, Belvedere, you want to take a stroll by Kevin's room and see what's doing?
George, I am the housekeeper, not the house detective.
George, this is insane. Our son is upstairs with a girl in his room, and we're sitting down here doing nothing.
What you have in mind? Hey, this whole thing about loosening up the rules was your dumb idea.
Well, you're the one who said he could use his room like a dorm.
You said sure.
I think you're both right.
What are you doing? Nothing. You're listening to hear if anything's going on, aren't you?
So?
So this works better.
Checking for termites.
We're just concerned.
What your brother does or does not do is none of your concern. So both of you just go to bed.
So, is this the first time you've had a girl up here alone?
Yeah.
This is the first time I've been in a guy's room alone. Somehow I knew it would be like this.
You can go home if you want.
No, I don't mind. It's kind of cozy here.
So listen, I've got a deck of cards. You want to play something?
We could play strip poker. Of course, if we don't count glasses, I'm in big trouble.
This whole idea is stupid.
No, it's not. Here. Throw some of these on the floor.
What are you doing?
Well, now you can tell your parents we messed around and not be lying.
It doesn't matter. Nobody's gonna believe anything happened.
Why not?
Huh? Well, I just meant.
Well, I realize we know nothing could happen, but somebody else might think so. I mean, if they knew there was a guy up here all alone with a reasonably attractive, somewhat voluptuous girl who liked him a lot, and who, by the way, had been jogging and already lost 11 pounds, not that he'd noticed, well, they sure as hell might think something could happen.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. It's my fault for coming over.
You don't have to leave.
Oh, I gotta go, really. I promised another guy I'd pretend to sleep with him.
No, I love it. It reminds me of the Blitz.
Hey, what's this?
Your dirty clothes. If you're away at college, you'll be doing them yourself. So from now on, you can consider them a kind of privilege.
Thanks.
Oh, and by the way, you should be considering getting a hot plate unless you want to pay for all your meals.
Look, I've got to show them that me staying at home is never gonna work. I've got to get away.
Away from what?
I don't know, from everything.
Does that include yourself?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe I want to be somebody different.
Somebody different from the insufferable little twit you've been recently?
You see, if I could go someplace like Miami where nobody knows me, then I could start fresh. I mean, I could be confident and sure of myself, and people wouldn't know what a clumsy jerk I used to be.
Look, run away to Miami, but believe me, you'll be the same clumsy jerk, only in a warmer climate.
Yeah, well, maybe people won't catch on.
Then I'll write and tell them.
I'm going to work.
Fine.
Yeah, and after that, I think I might drive down to Pitt, check out the campus.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe you can be their mascot.
Yeah, listen, I want to apologize about the way I've been acting the last couple days.
We said you could do what you wanted.
Yeah, I know, but I only did all that stuff to tick you guys off.
You did a very good job of it.
Well, I guess I just figured if I could go somewhere else, and I could be somebody else.
Hey, look, pal. We might still be able to swing the University of Miami. I mean, not right away. But if you keep your grades up, maybe you can transfer in a year or two.
Yeah, I'll be a lawyer by then. We'll have 2 incomes, and I don't have to get the Porsche right away.
Wendy.
I have no pride. And apparently neither do you.
I was just going to work.
Oh, I'll walk with you.
Oh, listen. About last night, I thought about it and how I sort of used you. And I guess it's a pretty rotten thing to do to somebody you like.
That's true. But now at least I have something to brag about with the girls in the locker room. I spent the night with Kevin Owens.
Oh, shut up.
Don't yell. I know I shouldn't have gone out in the car alone.
No, Heather, your mistake was in ever coming back.
But it was a matter of life or death.
Apparently you've chosen death. Oh, God, what happened?
I didn't do it. Me and Holly Huffnagel were playing wheelies on our bikes, and I fell off and hurt my arm. Nobody was here, and Wes was screaming, so I took him in the car and drove him to the emergency room. Anyway, I called you from the hospital, but I guess you weren't back yet, so I drove him home.
I see.
They gave me some stuff for pain, but it still hurts a lot.
You are to be congratulated, Heather. That was very quick thinking.
Thank you, Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, and speaking of quick thinking, catch.
It's a miracle.
Heather's joyride has cost her dearly. She's been denied driving privileges until the pirates win the pennant, or until pigs have wings, whichever comes first. Kevin, having met some of the co-eds at Pitt, now seems content to stay at home and attend school locally. Meanwhile, I'm still trying to convince Wesley he should move out when he starts the 6th grade. I can dream, can't I? Good morning.
Wow, Mr. Belvedere, you look really hot.
Thank you, Heather.
What you suited up for, big guy? Wind sprints down to Donut World?
It just so happens I have an appointment at the Maple Hills Health Club.
Wow, that's the most expensive health club in the city. I hear they have a 4-star snack bar.
Precisely.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, where'd you get the money to join such a fancy place?
I used my earnings from some commodities your father and I invested in a while back.
Oh, yeah, that pig thing.
Live hog futures, George. And from that investment, I netted $3,500.
Well, what'd you do with the money you made, Dad?
I did what all smart investors do. I let it ride.
George, pigs are a live commodity.
So?
So, if you don't sell your share, you have to take delivery of the merchandise.
You don't know what you're talking about. I mean, what are they going to do? Mail me some live porkers?
Hey, everybody. Isn't this guy great?
Where'd you find them, Wes?
Big truck pulled up in the driveway filled with pigs. Driver said Dad bought him. What are you going to do with all those winkers, Dad?
Streets on the China never mattered before. Who
You can't take delivery of 200 pigs.
You should have thought about that before you bought them. Sign here. What about a tip? Haven't you got anything smaller?
Hey, Belvedere, better get rid of the pigs pronto.
Sorry, that's not in my job description.
Can't we just keep them? Keep 200 pigs? What about the smell?
They'll get used to it. We did.
Take that back, little
come on, Brian.
Hey, will you kids pipe down? How am I going to figure out what to do if I can't even hear myself think?
Hey, Dad, maybe you could sell the pigs to a restaurant. You know, one of those places where you go up to the tank and pick out which one you want to eat.
Those are lobsters, Kevin.
Hey, I'm just thinking on my feet.
Then sit down.
This is ridiculous. I'm going to get on that phone, and I'm not going to hang up until I unload those porkers. Want to buy a pig?
It's me, George.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
Were you successful with your hog calling? I'm sorry.
It's a nightmare. I called 3 rib joints in every football manufacturer in the country. What happened to you guys?
We've been rounding up pigs.
We got out of the yard last night and knocked over half the fences in the neighborhood.
The Huffnagels said they were going to sue.
Oh, great. Just what your mother needs to hear when she gets back from court.
Were there any nibbles at all, George?
Nah, just some pig farmer in West Virginia said he'd take them if Bob brung them.
How on earth are you going to get 200 pigs to West Virginia? I still don't know why I have to go with you.
To ride shotgun.
This is a pig truck, not a stagecoach.
Look, you got me into this, and you don't get off the hook till I'm out of it.
Oh, very well. Do you know how to drive one of these things?
I drove an ice cream truck once.
Why didn't you ask me to ride shotgun then?
13 gears, double clutch. What could be so tough?
I thought you said you could drive this thing.
I can't. I'm just a little rusty.
Don't stop this lurching, I'm going to be sick.
Oh, relax, Belvedere. Whoever heard of getting truck sick? How do you feel, big guy?
Peachy.
Why don't you get some music on the radio? Take your mind off your gut.
Is this what passes for music in this part of the country?
What'd you expect, Gilbert and Sullivan?
Breaker! This is Chi-Town Charlie. Will the fork packer up ahead put on his ears?
Good heavens, what's that?
The CB. The radio. Truckers use it to talk to each other when they're on the road. Pick up the mic and give it a try.
Good evening. This is Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, come on, Belvedere. You can't talk like that.
How should I talk?
Like a guy.
I am a guy.
Like a trucker guy.
I'd sooner take gas.
Give me that. Breaker, breaker. This is the Beaver Falls, boys.
Hey, good buddy. Where you bound with those squealers?
West Virginia, good buddy.
I'm running alongside you. Gonna make a coffee stop soon. Best donuts in the country coming up off exit 5.
We copy you loud and clear, good buddy. The Beaver Falls boys are on your tail.
Everything's under control, Dad. No, Mom's not back from Harrisburg yet. I promise. Not a word. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye. So, How's it going?
We're almost finished.
Voila. I'm back. Oh.
Mom, you're home a day early.
Yes, I won the case.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I can't wait to tell your father. Where is he?
Oh, he's with Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, what are they doing?
Hunting.
Fishing.
Shopping.
They're hunting for a place to shop for fish.
Strange. When will they be back?
Thursday.
Sunday.
I want to know exactly what's going on around here. And don't leave anything out.
Why the hell can't you read a map? I thought you said you were in the Army.
I was the personal valet to a major general. I made out his uniforms while he read the maps.
Okay. Look, if we don't find a town pretty soon, we're gonna run out of gas.
Perhaps we should call my good buddy Chi-Town Charlie.
And let them know we're lost? We'd be laughed out of the trucking business.
We're not in the trucking business.
We are until we get to West Virginia. If we get to West Virginia.
Well, that shouldn't be much longer. We've been driving for 15 hours.
And there's a sign coming up. See what it says.
You are leaving West Virginia.
Oh, great. I get to sit on a load of pigs all day, and now I get to stay in the Bates Motel.
You can shower first.
Very funny.
Well, at least we found a place where they'd let us park the truck outside.
I just want to sleep. Who cares about the pigs?
You should. If those pigs get stolen, we'll have come all this way for nothing.
Oh, I don't mind. I kind of like seeing the Grand Canyon.
Oh, goody. More cracks about my navigation. I have so missed it for the last 3 minutes.
It's only one bed.
So I see.
Well, I get to sleep in it.
Oh, no. You sleep in the tub and get the daisy imprints on your tush.
Hey, it's your fault we're here.
Oh, no, it's not. If you'd sold those commodities when I told you to, none of this would have happened.
I'll flip you for it.
Oh, George, don't be childish. Let's wrestle.
We can both sleep in the bed.
That's sensible. George.
What is it?
I'm sorry I got us lost.
That's okay. I'm sorry I snapped at you, too. Good night, Belvedere.
Good night, George.
Hey, big guy? You tired?
Who wants to know?
Hey, Belvedere, you locked the back of the truck?
I thought you did.
Oh, boy. Oh, we gotta lock them up.
Oh, Lord, what else could go wrong?
Easy, girl. Come on, baby.
Yes, that's right, officer. My husband ran off yesterday with a bunch of pigs. What do you mean, happens all the time? Look, my husband is out on the road someplace with my housekeeper, and I want to know what you're going to do about it. No, I do not want a date for the policeman's ball. What are you looking at, Porky?
Jeez, Belvedere, you stink.
Hi. You could knock a buzzard off an outhouse.
At least we got them all. For a big guy, you're pretty fast on your feet.
Yeah, well, I was greased pig champion at Oxford.
No kidding.
Yes, we ousted Cambridge for 3 years in a row in the hop, skip, and squeal competition.
You know, Belvedere, you're a good sport. I'm kind of glad I made you come along with me.
I must admit, I'm beginning to enjoy our little adventure.
Hey, why don't you see if you can find out where we can stop around here? This trucker could use a cup of Java.
Right you are, good buddy. Breaker, breaker. This is the Beaver Falls Boys.
Hey, Wes. Wes? Why is that pig dressed up like Minnie Pearl?
I'm getting him ready for the school talent show. Come on, say howdy.
What, you stupid pig ate my underwear.
He did not. He's wearing it.
Kids, I have to talk to you about Mr. Belvedere and your father.
Oh, no. Oh, no. They were driving down the highway, and there was this huge rainstorm, and they swerved to avoid a car full of nuns, and the truck turned over, and the pigs ate them. I knew it. I knew it.
I just wondered if they called while I was in the shower.
No, nobody called.
Hey, Mom, shouldn't they be back by now? I mean, shouldn't we be worried?
I don't know. I wish we'd hear from them, but in the meantime, let's just hope for the best. Wesley T. Owens, is that pig wearing my jean nete?
Howdy there, friend.
Yo.
The special today is smothered pork chops.
She can smother my pork chops anytime.
What did you say?
He said she could smother his pork chops anytime.
You take that back.
I was only kidding. I didn't know she was your girl.
She's not my girl or anyone else's. She is a woman, a fully independent human being worthy of your respect.
What? You guys must be from out of state. That second-class citizen malarkey won't fly around here.
Since when is it a crime to admire a great-looking broad?
Looks like what we got here is a man who needs his consciousness raised.
Yeah. Haven't you read The Feminine Mystique?
Hey, you're the pig guy that got me into this mess.
Well, you're gonna have to get yourself out of it. Let's party.
Oh, gentlemen!
What do you want, Pee-wee?
Why resort to fisticuffs? Real men would have an eat-off. Here, on the field of honor. The man who eats the most wins.
You're on!
Fast thinking, big guy. Good luck.
Me? This is your fight, you male chauvinist pig. Sir, I believe the choice of weapons is yours. What will it be?
Beans!
Beans it shall be.
Waitress!
I mean, madam. Honey Marks! Get set! Eat! Come on, George. Come on, George. That's it, George. Keep tapping him. 4 beans here. And here, make it a double!
You're going to pay for this on the trip home.
Well, at least we won't run out of gas. Come on now, George. Let's get a rhythm. Dive into it. Come on now. 1, 2, 1, 2. In. That's it, George. That's it. You got him going. Come on now. Come on now.
Oh, look like the man can be over here.
Oh, come on now. Just a spoonful from the finish. You've done it, George. You've saved our lives.
I may have saved your life, but I don't know about mine.
You beat me fair and square. Takes a real man to wolf down 20 plates of beans.
I guess maybe you two are okay. Hey, you can stick around if you want, right, guys?
Yeah. Great. But for the moment, I think I'm going to stick around the men's room.
Hello? George! You sold the pigs. Wonderful. When are you coming home? You're doing what? Where? George, tell me where you are right now. But, okay. Yeah, you too. Bye now.
So, Mom, what's going on?
Your father and Mr. Belvedere are heading to Memphis with a load of chickens.
Well, when are they coming home?
They're not. They say they're truckers now.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to rescue your father.
I am a pirate king. For it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. For I am a pirate king. And it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. Pirate king. I am a pirate king, and it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. I am a pirate king, and it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. A pirate king, a pirate king.
Hey, these Gilbert and Sullivan guys got the Oak Ridge boys beat all to hell.
Well, what do you say, Lynn? Give us another story about the Queen.
Well, I don't know if it'd be ethical, but I could share some of Her Majesty's secrets for raising obedient hounds.
There you are, George.
Oh.
Have you lost your mind?
Marshall, what are you doing here?
I'm taking you home.
Hello, Mrs. Owens.
Mr. Belvedere, I am appalled. How could you let George get involved in a stupid thing like this? Come on, we're going.
No.
What?
I said no. I'm a trucker now. White line stretching out ahead. 13 gears grinding under you. I gotta tell you, Marsh, I don't care if I ever go back to that sports anchor thing.
Mr. Belvedere, make him come with me.
No.
What?
We're the Beaver Falls Boys.
And we've just begun to sing the song of the open road.
Mr. Belvedere, this is crazy.
Yes, and I love it. I haven't done the ironing in a week.
You mean you left a beautiful woman with a basket of wrinkled clothes? What is this, the Dark Ages?
You stay out of this, mister.
Ooh, scrappy, ain't she? I like that in a woman.
Yeah, me too. Ma'am, you're a fine-looking woman with a mind of your own. And if this yahoo hadn't got sense enough to go home with you, I will. I love to iron.
Do you do cuffs?
Ruffles, pleats, you name it.
Let's go.
Hey, Marcia, what do you think you're doing?
Giving you what you want. You love the open road. I'm not going to stop you. But I need a father for my children and a husband for my bed. Let's hit it.
Over my dead body. I mean, you're my wife, and I'm taking you home. And if anybody's going to do your ironing, it's going to be him. Come on, big guy. We're out of here.
Just a moment, George. I think you've forgotten one little thing.
What's that?
We have a truckload of friars to get to Memphis.
Forget him.
Forget them and you pay for them.
He's right, Marsh. Looks like we're going to have to make one last run. Guess I'll see you at home.
Guess again. Out of my way, road hog, or I'll shove this baby up your mud flaps.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Mrs. Owens handles a big rig with every bit as much authority as she handles George. It's something of a pity she came after us when she did. Who knows how many happy, song-filled years we'd have spent as truckers if she hadn't. Ah, well, perhaps some things are best left to fantasy.
Hey, Belvedere, I see a donut world. Let's dunk some devil's food.
Then again, sometimes reality beats fantasy, hands down.
Anything you say, Big Mama.
Oops.
So you sure you're not mad at me? Look, I'm not mad at you, okay? Okay. Goodbye, Mr. Goldbladder. I'm so mad at her. She stole the topic that I picked out from my sociology report.
What was the topic?
Is intelligence learned or inherited?
In Angela's case, neither.
I couldn't believe it. I went up to Mr. Boyer after class to okay that topic, and Angela just sort of stood there and batted her eyelashes and said, "Gee, that sounds really interesting." And you know what? He gave it to her. You know why? Because she's blonde. Blondes always get everything they want.
That's rather a gross generality, don't you think?
Oh, yeah? Well, then how do you explain that klutzy Paula Carmelli making the pep squad? Or Sophia Abramowitz passing driver's ed after backing her car into the lunchroom?
Happy coincidence?
They're all blondes.
Well, if you really believe that theory, why don't you put it to the test?
Huh?
In the 60s, there was an important book called Black Like Me. The author disguised himself as a black man and wrote about his experience.
So you think I should bleach my hair and write a book called Blonde Like Me?
Well, I don't know if it'd make a bestseller, but it would make a fine report.
You know, that's not such a geeky idea.
Hey, Wes, what you doing?
Making a list of chores. Mom and Dad want me to keep busy while they're gone for the weekend.
Oh, yeah? So what'd you come up with?
Well, I'm gonna clean up the closets. And run them out as makeout rooms.
Aren't you forgetting something? I'll be here all weekend.
We're leaving.
Oh, have a wonderful time.
We will. Just think. Tonight, George and I will be front row center as the curtain goes up on the new Odd Couple.
I hear the two chimps they've got are just wonderful.
Well, come on, Mark. Better hurry if we want to make the train.
Train? I thought we were flying.
Well, I figured we'd take the scenic route.
Through New Jersey at night?
They say that's the best time.
Yeah.
Look, let's just go to the airport. I'm sure we can catch a flight.
Forget it. I'm not going.
George, what's wrong?
You want to know what's wrong? I'll tell you what's wrong. I'm afraid to fly. There, you happy? Hey, I know what you're all thinking. I'm a big chicken, okay?
Hey, Dad, I don't get it. I mean, you used to fly all the time.
Yeah, I know. But I used to close my eyes and pretend I was on a bus.
You know, honey, you're a lot safer in the air than you are on the road.
Yeah, and those airline pilots have a lot of experience, Dad. Some of them are even older than Mr. Belvedere.
Right, and it's amazing how those big planes that weigh tons and tons actually get up in the air. and stay up there, too.
Thank you, Sky King.
Well, hi there. My name's Kevin. I'm Heather's older brother. You know, the one in college.
Kevin, you're disgusting.
Hey, look, I didn't know you dyed your hair. Looks pretty good. I mean, not that good.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi.
Oh, my gosh. So, what do you think?
You're blonde.
Yeah?
But I'm supposed to be the blonde. I mean, it's like our identity. When you think of me, you think blonde. When you think of you think mud.
Mud?
Or whatever color your hair used to be.
It was tawny brown.
This is to get back at me for yesterday, isn't it?
No, not exactly.
Heather.
Well, since you did sort of steal my topic, I had to come up with something else. So I figured I'd test this theory that being blonde has certain advantages. Look, it's only temporary, just until I turn in my report.
Well, okay, as long as it's just for school. Okay. Still, you look like a bimbo.
Thanks.
Coffee, tea, or me?
Hey, Belvedere.
Working on your tan?
Nah, just looking at all those silver birds. Knowing I'm never going to be on one.
George, what really scares you about flying? The takeoff, the landing?
Yeah, and everything in between.
You know what you have is a phobia, and every phobia can be conquered.
Oh, yeah?
Huh. I was hoping you'd ask me that. Are we having fun?
I hate you.
No, you don't. What you hate is loss of control.
I lost that the first time we went over the top.
You see, psychologically, the loss of control is at the root of your fear of flying.
Why aren't we moving?
Oh, we have to stop to let people off.
Don't give me that. We haven't moved in 15 minutes. We're stuck. Help!
George.
Mommy, that man's scaring me.
There, you proud of yourself?
So, which one of you guys wants to go first?
Are you crazy? I'm not getting on that ladder.
It might be a while before we get this thing fixed.
We'd prefer to stay.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, you two make a real cute couple.
Do something, Belvedere. We're trapped.
Mommy, he's scaring me again.
Hey, shut up, kid.
Bless you.
Hi. Heather?
Look, I know you hate it, but I only did it for this project for school, and as soon as I finish, I'm going to change it back, so don't flip out, okay?
Actually, it's kind of nice.
It is?
Yeah. Now when people see us together, they'll think I'm a natural.
Hi, Heather.
Hi.
So, how's the great experiment going?
It's pretty amazing. I got whistled at in study hall. I didn't have to open a door for myself all day, and the cafeteria man gave me 3 extra fish sticks.
Ah.
And the real mind blower is Tim Rogers actually said hello to me.
Oh, yeah? Well, he bumped into me on the stairwell. I bet any day he's going to ask me out.
Hello?
Oh, hi, Tim. Tim Rogers? Oh, he must have called me at my house, and my mom told me I was over here.
Tomorrow night? No, I don't have a date. Yeah, I'd love to. Great, I'll see you then. Okay, bye.
I can't believe it. Neither can I.
Well, Angela, it's not like he's your boyfriend or anything.
No, I don't have a boyfriend or any other kind of a friend.
I'm on a bus. I'm on a bus. I'm on a bus.
Don't worry, George. I'm sure very soon we'll have our feet planted firmly on the ground. Why is that helicopter flying so low?
Hey, you two guys on the Ferris wheel.
Us?
Yeah, you. Grab the ladder.
What ladder?
Oh. I'm not getting on that thing.
You suit yourself, George, but I'm not spending the rest of my life up here. Hey!
Let go. Let go. Mayday.
Let
Mayday.
go.
Mayday. Mayday.
Are you sure you don't want a bite?
Get away from me.
Where have you two been?
Belvedere got some bright idea that he could cure my fear of flying. So he got me up on a stupid Ferris wheel. It broke, and we were stuck up there all night.
Well, how did you get down?
They moved over this big slide and made us go down in burlap sacks.
I was only trying to help.
Some help! I'll never fly again. And on top of that, I got a burlap burn.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, there's always plan B.
Hi, I'm home.
Hello, George.
Belvedere. Who are all these people?
Oh, these are the new members of your fear of flying class.
I don't belong to a fear of flying class.
You do now. It's Dr. Peterson, your instructor.
Hello there, George. I want to thank you for volunteering to host our first class.
Don't mention it.
Oh, smoking is restricted to the last 2 rows.
All right, let's get started. Everybody take a seat. Now, are there any comments or questions before we begin? Yes.
What do we do if we hear a strange noise? You know, like a wing falling off?
That happened to me once. I was coming back from a nudist convention in Detroit.
Just a moment. If this is going to be a scary story, I need to sit next to a strong, well-muscled man.
So, as I was saying, I was rehearsing my fan dance.
What was the noise? What was the noise?
A beef brisket falling off a tray up in first class.
What kind of cockamamie story is that?
Well, excuse me. And I hate your wallpaper.
I'm still scared. People, settle down now, settle down. I know what you're going through. I have been there myself. Huh.
You were afraid to fly?
Not only was I afraid to fly, I was afraid of flies. And dogs. And umbrellas. And any yellow fruit.
So how'd you beat it?
Through a process we call desensitization. We talk about the experience that frightened you and then expose you to it bit by bit. Eventually, nothing phases you. In fact, today I am totally fearless. Here, stick this pen through my arm.
Oh, come on, you're crazy.
Don't you ever call me that again. All right now. Who here hates their mother?
Oh, what beautiful roses. Boy, I sure never got these when I was a brunette. Except from that guy who worked in the funeral home.
How is your sociology report coming?
Oh, I turned that in a week ago.
I thought you were going to change your hair back when you were through.
What's the rush?
No rush. By the way, what does Angela think?
Why do you ask?
Well, I just haven't seen her around much lately. I thought maybe she was upset by all this.
Angela, we go so far back, nothing could break up our friendship.
Here's all the stuff I've ever borrowed from you in my whole entire life. Nice knowing you. And Incidentally, your roots are showing.
And where have you two been?
Oh, Marsh helped me with one of my assignments for the Fear of Flying class.
We parked at the end of the runway and watched the planes take off.
Did you see any?
All I know is the roar of the engines really made the earth move.
Well, you've missed dinner. And I prepared all George's favorites in honor of his graduation flight tomorrow.
Oh, meatloaf with ketchup, potato logs, and creamed corn.
Uh-huh.
Hey, thanks, big guy. I like it even better cold.
You would.
George, you really stuck it out in your class the past 2 weeks.
And in honor of your courage, I got you a little something.
Oh, wings.
Mm-hmm. So, are you all ready for your graduation flight tomorrow?
Ready? Are you kidding? You just watched me walk on that plane. Oh, God, Belvedere! Something ridiculous.
Honestly, George, you've had 2 weeks to prepare for this flight.
Welcome aboard. I'm Eva Schmidt, your flight attendant. My, we are nervous, aren't we?
I'm okay.
Why don't we have a seat? Everything's going to be fine.
Well, you heard her. That's it.
Hi, George.
I...
Want to share a blanket?
I think you'll be more comfortable over here.
Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. This is Captain Blodgett. We'll be leaving the gate in approximately 2 minutes.
Well, George, I think I have to go now. You sure you'll be all right?
Aces!
That's the spirit.
Don't go, big guy!
George, let go. Sit. Buckle up.
No!
Maybe you should stay.
Perhaps I should. All right, George, you can let go. George!
Miss Schmidt, please secure the cabin.
Either of you guys have a cigarette? I just went through 8 packs in 12 minutes.
Sorry.
Oh, my gosh. We're moving.
We are moving!
Please. Dr. Peterson will not be joining us today.
What?
He had to have a pin removed from his arm.
How are we supposed to get through this without Dr. Peterson?
Oh, don't worry. You've got me now.
Oh.
So pay attention, Dummkopf. This is for your safety. Now, the exits are clearly marked.
What if we lose power and the lights are out and it's pitch dark and we can't see them? Then what?
I had that happen to me once. I was on my way back from visiting my sister Ruth. Sit down and buckle it up.
Sheesh.
Now, in the unlikely event of a water landing...
What?
I said unlikely. Your seat cushions will serve as your life vest. Leave them alone! Now, you'll find one of these in your seat back pockets in case you toss your cookies, which I'll be serving along with your favorite beverage. Now, are there any questions?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you're all thinking of 1,000 things that could probably go wrong. But they probably won't. Trust me.
Nice going, sport. Here, try your luck with the songbook.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's flight will last approximately 30 minutes as we circle Pittsburgh at 18,000 feet. Flight attendant, prepare for departure.
Well, George, how does it feel to have come this far?
Funiculi, funicula, funiculi, funicula. Diadoration, funiculi, funicula.
Feeling any better?
Hey, big guy, this wasn't so bad after all.
You see, there's nothing to be afraid of up here.
George, you have a lovely voice.
Well, almost nothing.
You know,
strangers in the night.
All the fights for the landing gear to get stuck. We'll try and crank them down manually. But... Oh, hi there. Having a nice flight?
That depends. Crank what down manually?
The windows? Yeah, that's it. I think I'll go serve some drinks. On the house.
Oh, it's really no big deal. It's just the wheels won't come down.
What?
Oh, don't worry. Wheels do this kind of thing every now and then.
What happens if the wheels don't come down before we land?
Oh, I've already alerted the airport. They'll foam the runway and we'll bring her in on a belly.
On her belly?
Yeah, like a giant slip and slide. Good having someone like you aboard at a time like this. You seem to have a way with these people. Uh-oh.
Hey, Lynn, how's about another song?
Not unless it's nearer my God to thee.
So anyway, it's a 3-2 count and the hammer's hitting. He gets a curveball and knocks it from here to Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come, you know. Heaven, stop it! Hey, what's the matter, big guy? Are you okay?
I'm fine. George, have I ever told you I consider you one of my best friends?
What?
George Owens, you are a good and decent man.
You ain't been nipping at those little bottles, have you?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain Blodgett. Please return to your seats and buckle up in preparation for landing.
We're going in, big guy.
I saw a mouse.
Morning.
My goodness, what happened to Blondie?
Just wasn't me. After a while, I figured, what's the point? I am what I am, and that's all that I am.
Mm-hmm. You and Popeye. Actually, the real you is very nice indeed.
Thanks. I sure hope Angela still thinks so. I'm going over there now to tell her that friendship is more important than hair color. Oh, my gosh! Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Heather's experiment in blondness has taught her that being blonde is not the be-all and end-all of existence. As for George, he and Mrs. Owens are winging their way to New York. George made a spectacular recovery from his fear of flying and graduated from his class with honors. Yes?
Come on, Chicken Little. The class is waiting.
I only hope I can do as well.
Oh, boy, we showed them 48-6.
But they did their best. So let us not gloat or act superior.
Well, where'd you learn to slam dunk like that?
Well, the stilts taught me the slam part.
And you learned to dunk at Donut World. Hi, everybody. Hi, honey. So you ready to go?
Yep, let's go.
Where are you guys off to?
Garage sales. I'm helping Kevin find some stuff for his apartment.
Hey, Kev, there's a lot of junk up in the attic. Help yourself.
Oh, thanks. You know, I might take that horse with the clock in his stomach.
Oh, that was a wedding gift.
Well, let me know if there's anything else you guys want to get rid of.
How about Wesley?
Hey, is that old Spot?
What did we tell you about letting him run around without a leash?
Well, he always comes back in time for Lassie.
Oh, no. He's chasing Grandma Huffnagel.
Oh, that old broad can really hustle with that walker.
Oh, she's going to try and hurdle the hedge.
What a jump!
Pity she swallowed her cigar.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cared when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared, but sometimes things get turned around and no one spared. All hands look out below. There's a change in the status quo. Gonna need all the help that we can get. According to our new arrival, life is more than mere survival. We just might live the good life yet.
Wesley!
What's the matter?
Has your dog been on this counter?
No.
Then why are there paw prints on my carrot cake?
Come on, Spot. I think it's time for a walk.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Okay. Boy, I'd sure hate to be on a leash.
Yes, but the rest of us would feel far safer.
Hey, Ken.
Oh, Hey, Miss Belvedere.
Hi, Ken. Oh, it looks like you found a garage sale.
Yep, sure did. And I found some really great stuff for my apartment. What do you think?
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. What is it?
Beats me, but it only costs $25.
Oh, then you've got some change coming.
Boy, this thing is heavy.
What you got there?
It's a chair. Heather bought it.
Well, at least she bought something that has a name.
Come on, I have to take it upstairs.
Oh, just a minute, just a minute. If I'm not mistaken, this looks like a Chippendale chair. Why, yes, I'd say 18th century.
Wow,
Yeah.
just think how many tushies have sat in it.
I don't think you quite grasped my point. This is a genuine antique.
Really?
Oh, yes. Properly restored, it might be worth a great deal of money.
Really?
Yes. I'd say several $1,000s.
Really?
Stop that.
And I only paid $5 for it, and you thought it was a piece of junk. I'm rich. I'm gonna buy a car, and a condo, and an Epilady.
Hey, wait a minute. I loaned you that $5. Means the chair's mine.
Well, it was my idea to go to the garage sale in the first place.
Oh, and now, children, why don't you restore it together and share the profits?
What?
I don't know.
Or each take half.
Opera, ballet, Shakespeare. Geez, 64 channels and there's nothing decent to watch.
Well, then why don't we just talk?
Okay.
Mom, Dad.
Go do your homework.
I don't have any homework.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I don't think we've met. I'm Marcia Owens, and this is my husband.
This isn't a social call. I found your dog in my yard, hanging around my prize poodle, Fifi.
Well, maybe you wanted to buy her a drink.
You don't seem to understand. I've paid over $800 in stud service.
Then why are you in such a bad mood?
I'm warning you. I don't ever want to see that unmannered, ill-bred little runt of yours in my yard again.
And that goes for you, too, Spot.
You are about to be put in the hands of a true professional.
doing?
Oh, just a little sanding. No problem, really.
Well, you can't use it on the chair. You'll turn it into sawdust. Look, I went to the bookstore and I got these.
The Art of Woodworking, Restoring Antique Furniture, Loins of Fire.
I thought it was a cookbook.
Yeah, well, why don't you find the recipe, and I'll take care of the chair.
Look, Kevin, this chair is worth a lot of money. If we're going to refinish it, we're going to do it right. Now, we start with this.
What do you want me to do, brush my teeth?
Oh, we're going to use it to get every particle out of every crevice.
Well, why don't we just soak it in Efferdent?
Boy, you should have seen it. Spot saw Fifi and took off. Dad chased him across the park, through the duck pond, and finally caught him in the garbage dump.
My George, you look dog-tired.
I'm sorry, Dad. Spot's not in control. He's in love with Fifi.
Oh, Wesley, don't be silly. Dogs don't fall in love. They beget.
Beget? Mm-hmm. What is it with you British? You're so uptight and proper. Why don't you just come out and say what you mean?
Very well. You're an idiot.
You know, we really should get him fixed.
Good idea.
What do you mean, get him fixed?
Oh, well, it's an operation, honey. And afterwards, Spot won't be able to make puppies.
And he won't be so interested in Belvedere's leg.
Okay, I guess this is for your own good. Come on, boy. Well, I can still call you that.
This had better be good. I was in the middle of a meatball hoagie.
Oh, trust me, you'll love this.
Well, here it is.
Why, it's magnificent.
Well, it should be. We worked on it for 3 months.
Now let's sell the sucker.
Oh, do we really have to?
What do you mean?
Well, it's just I've grown so attached to her. The arch of her back, the curve of her legs, the roundness of her seat.
You've been reading Loins of Fire.
Look, I don't want to sell Penelope.
You named the chair Penelope?
Hey, Belvedere! Hurry up with my pants!
Here they are, freshly ironed. Would you like to get that? Just a moment.
Okay.
Why, Mrs. Dodd, do come in.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I didn't have my pants on.
Must run in the family. These squirming, ugly little trolls belong to you.
What?
I warned you this would happen if you didn't keep that mutt of yours out of my yard.
Our Spot and your Fifi? No, I'm afraid that's impossible.
What do you want, a videotape? There's that four-legged Casanova.
Mrs. Dodd, Spot was neutered right before Fifi went into heat.
Yeah. Wes here took him to the vet, right, champ?
Yeah, I took Spot to the vet.
You see, if my son said he took the dog, then he took him.
Mom.
I mean, Wesley may be many things.
Mom.
But I will not have you marching in here only to suggest that my son is deceitful, duplicitous, or dishonest. It's simply not in his nature.
Mom, Spot never got fixed.
What?
I took him to the vet's office, but I didn't leave him there. He never had the operation.
Now, that's the Wesley I know.
Wes, why didn't you get the dog fixed?
Dad always said if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Look, I took him to the vet's office, and the lady behind the counter was about to take him, and then Spot gave me this look.
What look?
This look.
Wesley, the dog was just nervous. And I don't blame him.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, who's puppies?
Spots. He made whoopee with Fifi.
Way to go, macho pup.
I mean, bad Spot. Bad.
Look, from now on, I'll keep him on his leash, and I won't let him go near any girl dogs, I promise.
Oh, guess again, mister. This dog's going to the vet's right now.
But, Mom...
Believe me, it's for the best.
Well, what if it's against his religion?
Hey, come on, pal. The dog's got a religion.
What about Saint Bernard's? You know, you're going to have to find homes for these.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's going to be your responsibility to watch them, to feed them, and to scoop the poop. Do you understand?
Don't worry, Mr. Belvedere. I'll take care of everything, I promise.
Come on, Wes. I'll take you to school.
Okay. See ya.
I distinctly told you to stay in your box. Are you trying to vex Mr. Belvedere?
Hey, Belvedere, look who I found eating your ding-dongs. He had that cream filling all over his face, just like you get.
Today has been a slice of heaven.
Look out! That was pretty close. You almost made a puppy pancake.
Thank you, George. I'm so relieved.
Think how he feels.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Hey, you found homes for any of these dogs yet?
Well, I asked around at school, but everybody I know already has a pet. Except Miss Ryan, who said if she wanted a hairy beast in bed, she'd get married again.
Well, you better get with it, pal.
I will. I guess these guys were a lot of trouble today, huh?
Yes, but I decided to look on the bright side, keep a positive attitude, and one day, get even. How nice. No puppies, no people. Ah.
Oh, hi, Miss Belvedere.
Hello.
What are you doing out here?
I was just admiring your handiwork.
Yeah, well, we've been talking to antique dealers, and they say our chair could be worth $4,000 or $5,000.
Yeah.
Oh, what do they know?
Well, Nuts convinced me to sell the chair. We're going to use the money to buy more antiques.
Yeah, maybe go into our own business.
Yeah, isn't that a great idea?
No, I mean, I wouldn't rush into anything.
Hey, you know, it's funny, I've never even sat in it.
Oh, and you shouldn't. I mean, it's extremely delicate.
Are you kidding? This baby's so well built it could take a bull elephant.
I wouldn't be too sure of that.
Go ahead, try it out.
So there's 2 outs. It's the bottom of the 5th, and Manny Sanguian steps to the plate. He starts scratching himself. That's something ball players and you guys have in common. Anyway, so as he gets up to the plate, he steps
Look
to the
at that. The vet said he's going to be fine. Now remember, boy, you're supposed to take it easy for a couple days. Oh, too glad that's over.
I don't think it's over. What about these guys?
You mean Larry, Moe, and Curly?
Yeah. You know, you found homes for only 2 of the puppies.
So?
So we can't keep them forever.
What am I going to do?
Well, maybe you could try running an ad in the paper.
Huh?
Well, you know, something catchy like, hurry up and adopt a cute little mutt before it gets squashed under Belvedere's butt.
I think I can top that.
Excuse me.
Hello. We've come about the ad for the puppies.
Are you Wesley?
Bite your tongue.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Your ad has had quite a response. What did you say?
Oh, nothing special?
So when's the drawing for the cruise?
What cruise?
Well, it says adopt a puppy and you could be the lucky winner of a free cruise to the Bahamas aboard the SS Belvedere.
Is that a big ship?
I'm sorry, there is no cruise. It was just deployed to get you here.
But I've already bought my bikini.
What about the free prizes?
Yeah, the color TV, the satellite dish.
My very own butler for a week.
Wesley.
Well, okay. So there's no cruise and no prizes. But look at these puppies. Wouldn't you like to have one? Oh, come on. They're real cute. And they'll make really great pets.
I'm so sorry about your bikini. Wesley, what made you do such a foolish thing?
Look, I'm getting desperate. We have to find homes for these guys.
Yes, well, that's no way to go about it.
Mr. Belvedere, you're always good at stuff like this. What am I going to do?
I honestly don't know.
Well, I guess this is the animal shelter.
That's right. You find some strays?
Not exactly. See, my dog Spot met this other dog named Fifi, and they sort of got together.
And they weren't into family planning.
Right. Anyway, this is Larry, Moe, and Curly.
I think you mean Larry, Moe, and Shirley.
Oh. Well, I only found homes for 2 of them, and I figured maybe you could help with the rest.
Well, we'll keep them as long as we can.
And then what?
Here. You fill this out. Everything's explained on the reverse side. And I'll make sure they get in a front cage so everyone will see them.
Thanks. Can you give us a minute?
Sure.
Look, I know being at the animal shelter isn't that great, but it's gonna work out, I promise. Now, whenever someone comes to look for a pet, do your puppy thing, jump around, chase your tails, trip over each other. Oh, and one of you should pretend to be asleep in the food bowl. That always gets them.
All set?
Yeah, I guess so. See you around.
Hi.
How'd you like to adopt the... Oh, it's you.
Yeah, great soul.
I was thinking, and if we moved them, down here, then maybe people would see them when they came.
We don't have any more time.
What do you mean?
I mean, I have other dogs that need this cage.
Well, they're not real big. They could share it.
Now, look, I kept them as long as I could.
Hey, what are you doing?
Wesley, I think you should go home.
What are you going to take them out of there
Wesley,
for?
please.
What are you going to do? Just drag them off somewhere and kill them?
Oh, hello. Did I come at a bad time?
Mr. Belvedere, what are you doing here?
I found some clown who might adopt your puppies.
Huh?
Quickly, Lynn, quickly. I have a show in 30 minutes.
This is Mr. Sigmund.
You really are a clown.
Right, kid.
Mr. Sigmund uses dogs in his act, and he's looking for some puppies that he can train to take over for the older dogs.
Are these the puppies that you were telling me about?
That's right.
You're real neat, Mr. Sigmund.
Well, I don't know. They look kind of runty to me.
Actually, they come from a very good bloodline, which is more than I can say for the people in the family. Oh, Spot. Here, boy.
Spot!
Wesley, why don't you have Spot show Mr. Sigmund some of his tricks?
Spot, I know you just got out of the hospital. But Larry, Mo, and Shirley are counting on you. If Mr. Sigmund sees how smart and clever you are, he may adopt your kids. And let's face it, they're the only kids you're ever going to have.
He doesn't know how lucky he is.
Down. Okay, roll over. Good. Okay, sit up. Good.
I'd say the dog has the boy rather well trained.
Can I borrow this?
Oh, I'm in this deep. What the heck?
Okay, go jump. Go jump. Go jump. Go jump.
Just like my wife. Does he play dead, too?
Well, what do you think, Mr. Sigmund?
Will you stop hacking me, huh? Okay, I'll take it.
Thank you, Mr. Sigmund.
Don't mention it.
Just a few forms to fill out.
Oh, I knew we'd find homes for him. Thanks, Mr. Belvedere.
Yes. Well, I suppose they're luckier than most. How's the reconstruction coming along?
Oh, not so good.
It is one of a kind, isn't it?
You know something? Life stinks.
Oh, please don't start that again.
Oh, why shouldn't I? Penelope is broken. Why'd you have to go sit on her?
Because she's a chair. Penelope is a chair.
Oh, she was a chair. Now she's a freak of nature.
Takes one to know one.
Hey, don't call me names. This is all your fault.
Actually, it was mine.
Huh?
I sat on Penelope before Kevin did, and she cracked. Here. I think this should cover the costs. I've made it out to both of you.
Mr. Belvedere, we can accept this.
I insist.
It was an accident.
No, it's the least I could do.
What?
$5?
Well, that's what you paid for it. Don't spend it all in one place.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
After coming face to face with the sad plight of unwanted pets, Wesley has begun to urge all of his friends to have their dogs and cats spayed or neutered. Spot is living proof that it makes for a happy and healthy pet.
Wesley, get down here. Spot buried Grandma Hufnagel's teeth.
It's nice to see he hasn't lost any of his old charm.
The Boston Globe calls Life Goes On the best new drama series of the year. Don't miss it tomorrow.
Tuesday, Tony turns teacher on Who's the Boss. Then Kevin panics when a gorgeous knockout and his first case of acne arrive at the same time. On the Wonder Years. Now stay tuned for Living Dolls.
Celebrity midget wrestling.
Oh, come on. Can't we watch something good?
Oh, none of your slasher movies. I just ate.
You know, we finally get a chance to spend some quality time as a family, and all we do is fight about TV.
You know, Mom's right. Let's play Monopoly.
Nah, Wes always gets the top hat.
Well, let's spend our time relating. We can talk about our hopes and dreams and aspirations.
I hate that.
George, is there anything you do like?
Well, since they turned my country club into a bird sanctuary, I've been looking for a good poker game. What do you say?
What channel is midget wrestling?
Hello, Kevin.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
How's life treating you?
Not so hot. I have to take this stupid humanities requirement. The only course left open is India, the subcontinent, 1830 to the present.
But Kevin, India is such a fascinating culture. I should know. I live there.
Oh, yeah? Well, if it's so fascinating, what are you doing in Beaver Falls?
Do you realize how much our language owes to India? While wearing my calico pajamas, I stepped onto the veranda of my bungalow to watch the sun setting over the jungle.
What'd you do then? Make a pass at an elephant?
Streets on the China never mattered before.
So, you heard anything about this Dr. Nahub?
Oh, yeah. They call him the Terror in the Turban.
Great.
My roommate took his class. Right before the midterm, she had a nervous breakdown, and now she's a Mooney.
That's not Dr. Nahub.
Not unless he had a sex change.
I'm Professor Anne Mary Burns. Dr. Nahub won't be returning this semester. While on vacation near Calcutta, he was involved in a minor bus plunge. So, for the next 5 months, I guess you're stuck with me.
All right. I mean, I love India. While wearing my calico pajamas, I walked to the veranda of my bungalow to watch the sunset over the jungle.
Okay, now if 3 of a kind beat 2 pair, what do 3 pair beat?
You can't have 3 pairs, you dummy. You only get 5 cards.
Hey, Wes, give me a break. I've never played this before. Except a long time ago when I played strip poker with Billy Hudson. I won.
Okay, let's make this more interesting. Deuces, red sevens, and one-eyed jacks are wild, and if you get the joker, you win a cupcake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only a woman would play that way, Marsh. This is a man's game. You gotta learn to play like a man.
Fine, I'll scratch my stomach and belch.
Oh, okay. Who wants cards? Kitten?
I don't care.
He wants to know how many.
It's none of his business.
He's the dealer. You have to tell him.
Hey, will you guys knock it off?
Okay, I'll take 3.
Well, that's more like it. Look, the important thing is we're a family, and we should be glad to have this time together.
I got 4 aces! What? I got 4 aces!
I'm out of here.
Tomorrow, we'll cover the role of the goddess in Indian tradition. All right, I've graded your papers, and you can pick them up from Giselle on the way out. Mr. Owens, are you all right?
Huh?
Don't you want to pick up your paper?
What paper?
The one you got an A on.
I did?
Yes. Your essay demonstrated solid research, originality, and a genuine concern for the hungry of India.
Yeah, well, speaking of being hungry, are you doing anything for lunch?
What?
Or maybe dinner.
Mr. Owens, are you asking me out?
Well, yeah, I thought maybe we could talk about hunger over dinner.
Well, I suppose if it's an academic discussion, dinner wouldn't hurt. We could be mature about this.
Of course we can. I'll see you tonight.
You guys realize we've been at this for 3 hours?
Come on, George, we're just getting warmed up.
Okay, Heather, I'll see your 5 toothpicks and raise you a bottle cap.
And I will see your bottle cap and raise you a turkey baster.
I have a question. What's it called when you have 5 cards in a row, all in the same suit?
A straight flush. That does me in.
Me too.
Wow, and all I have is a pair of 4s.
Well, what about the straight flush?
Well, how am I going to learn if I don't ask questions?
I like this place, Kevin. It reminds me of a little cafe in New Delhi. Have you been here before?
Oh, sure. I come here all the time.
Oh, then what do you recommend? Kirat amar, sabji moli?
The number 1 looks good. Hey there, Sahib. Listen, can we get some silverware, please?
If you'd like.
Well, sure we'd like. I mean, what are we supposed to do? Eat with our hand? We are?
Don't worry, sir. A towel will be provided. A beach towel if you need it.
I adore Indian bread and chutney. You can really taste the ginger root. Hey, easy, Kevin. It's quite spicy.
Hey, you're talking to the chili dog king of Beaver Falls. So, how long did you live in India anyway?
Most of my life. My parents moved there from England when my father got a position at the university. I was only 6. I remember what a wondrous sight it was. The ladies in their colorful saris, the exotic music, the mystical ceremonies, the smell of incense. Kevin!
I'm dying! I'm dying! I'm not choking, I'm on fire!
I don't think the chutney agreed with him.
Chutney? Oh, Kevin, this is full of red pepper. Quick, get some coconut milk. I'll also need some bundi raita and some chana burfi. Here, drink this. Slowly, there's a good lad. I'm Mr. Belvedere, his housekeeper.
Anne Burns, his professor.
Here, try these. They'll help neutralize the spice.
Miss Belvedere, where'd you come from?
I always eat here on Sabu's birthday. Feeling better?
Yeah, I think so. Look, Anne, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go suck some ice.
Charming lad, isn't he?
He's certainly animated.
I haven't seen such a reaction since Nehru and I faced off in a Vindaloo eating contest. His face turned beet red, and I could swear that steam came out of his ears.
You ate Vindaloo with Nehru.
We hung out together at Mohandas.
Mohandas? As in Mohandas Gandhi?
I was his housekeeper. That was a busy time. That was before wash and wear sheets.
I did my doctoral dissertation on Gandhi at Oxford.
Oh, really? I was at Oxford, too.
It really is a small world.
Well, I'm back. Thanks, Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, don't mention it. Oh, well, I'll leave you two alone. It's been a pleasure.
What an interesting man.
Oh, yeah, he's okay. So, this Vindaloo looks good.
Full house. Read 'em and weep.
Hey, big guy. Want to join in?
Thanks. I have a life.
Hey, everybody, look what I bought. Real poker chips.
All right. Now we can play for real money. The reds are worth $5, the whites are 10, and the blues are 25. Oh, boy.
Kids, I don't think we should play for those kinds of stakes.
But I'm tired of playing for toothpicks and cookies. I want to play for something that means something.
Hey, I have an idea. Let's play for the family vacation.
What are you talking about?
Well, every year we all want to go to different places. We argue and end up doing what Dad wants.
And what's wrong with that cabin up on Lake Kitchikou?
It's 10 feet from the highway.
And there's no John.
And we all have to sleep in the same bed.
Okay, this year we won't take Belvedere.
Not good enough. Boys, you are taking me to the Bahamas. Deal, Buster.
Oh, hi, Miss Belvedere.
Kevin?
Listen, I wanted to thank you for helping me out last night. You know, Anne thought you were a real hero. In fact, she couldn't stop talking about you.
I am a conversation piece.
And you're classy. And frankly, having a housekeeper like you only makes me look more sophisticated and debonair.
Yes, like living with Fred Astaire.
Well, anyway, it's really nice to know you're always there for me.
I have only your best interests at heart.
Hello, Lynn. Ready for the opera?
Yes. So a reporter said to Gandhi, Mr. Gandhi, what do you think of Western civilization? And Gandhi said, I think it's a good idea.
It amazes me that a man of such great cause had such a great sense of humor.
Oh, I used to write some of his best jokes. Did you care to come in?
Well, for a moment. I really have had a lovely time, Lynn.
Well, you've been such a lovely companion. May I offer you a nightcap?
Oh, I don't think so. I do have to drive.
Oh, I didn't mean alcohol. I was going to offer you a cup of tea.
I don't know. It is getting rather late.
And I have some ho-hos to go with it.
Now you're talking.
So, have a nice time?
Kevin, are you all right?
Oh, sure. I do this stuff all the time. So, how was the opera?
My, Kevin, I didn't expect to see you here.
Well, I didn't expect to see Anne here either.
I really have to be leaving. I'll see you in class tomorrow, Kevin.
Sure.
Well, thanks again, Lynn.
Achapir melengue.
Achapir melengue.
What was that all about?
Achapir melengue? Oh, it's simply Hindi for see you later, alligator.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Oh, come now, Kevin, don't give me that look. We were just two alumni out for an evening. You were the one that was spying on me.
Me? Spying? I wasn't spying. What do I have to spy about?
Exactly. Anne had a free ticket to the opera, and I had a free evening.
All right. As long as you understand, you were just a fill-in, a second choice, a poor substitute.
Oh, I understand. But I'm not sure that Anne would agree.
As you can see, Indian movies tend to musicalize their subjects. This is from the Indian remake of The Nutty Professor. Well, until tomorrow, Acha Pir Velenge. Kevin, is everything all right?
Sure. I mean, no. I'm just a little confused about your date last night with Mr. Belvedere.
It wasn't a date. We just had dinner and saw an opera.
In America, we call that a date. Besides, I thought you and me had something going.
And I thought we'd agreed it was just going to be an academic discussion over dinner.
Okay, how about if we do something just for fun? We can go see an Indian movie like Passage to India or Indiana Jones.
In Britain, we call that a date.
Works for me. I'll pick you up at 7.
Call. Aces up 7s.
3 ladies.
Through the deuce to the low end, straight tough cookies.
Wesley, you shizzler, you have that deuce up your sleeve.
Stop whining, bluff breath.
Hey, what's going on? I thought the game was over.
Not now, George.
But Wes won. I mean, he's making us take a 2-week tour of federal prisons.
Right. Now we're playing for the station wagon.
Yeah, I already bagged the VCR.
Well, don't you guys want to go to the zoo or something? I mean, get out of the house.
Boring. Your deal's slick and keep both hands on the table.
George, don't stand there like a schmo or you win her out.
Listen, I'm sorry again about old Calcutta. I really did think it was about India.
That's okay. It was very revealing. Anyway, it's nice for a change not to talk about India.
Well, this is it.
My, what interesting decor.
Yeah, authentic early American garage sale. Well, this is my gumball machine, and these are my drums. This is my spiral staircase. This is Mr. Belvedere. Mr. Belvedere?
Hello, Kevin. Since you just finished dinner, I thought you might need a clean shirt. Hello, Anne.
Lynn?
You really didn't have to do this, and I mean it.
Perhaps I should go.
Oh, no, don't go. I've made you, Kevin, a little snack. Some bundi laddu.
Bundi laddu?
Bundi laddu?
Yes, delicious almond and raisin puffs.
I'm allergic to raisins, and you knew that.
Excuse me. This is all a little strange. I'll see you in class tomorrow, Kevin. You too, Lynn.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Anne has asked me to lecture your class on my life in India. Didn't I tell you?
I guess you were too busy making bundi laddu. Come on, Anne. I'll walk you to your car.
Well, what am I going to do with all this?
Guess.
Well, class, today we have a special guest.
Snore.
Lynn Belvedere has lived Indian history. As a young man, he was confidant to Gandhi and Nehru.
Yeah, he told Nehru his jackets would be a big hit.
With no further ado, I hope, I give you Lynn Belvedere.
Thank you, Professor Burns. I'd like to begin by relating a famous Indian fable about a mongoose and a python.
Oh.
So when India declared independence from Britain, it was the beginning of a new era of democracy. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. I'd now like to open the session to questions. Anyone?
Yes.
What was the major reason the subcontinent divided into India and Pakistan?
Well, religious hostilities made it necessary to divide the country to prevent further civil disturbances.
Do you have something to add, Mr. Owens?
Yeah. You say you were Gandhi's housekeeper. Well, why was he always fasting?
It was his way.
Sure it wasn't your cooking?
Well, looks like our time is up.
Just when it was getting good.
Thank you, Mr. Owens and Mr. Belvedere, for your uplifting debate. Well, I trust you two are proud of yourselves. I want you to stop acting like little children.
He started it.
I certainly did not.
Did too?
I guess this is as much my fault as anybody's. I suppose it was just a matter of time before this happened.
Huh?
And the only solution is that I won't see you.
Oh?
Lynn, I think you're brilliant, wise, and every bit a gentleman. And I'll always treasure the time we spent together. Kevin, you're young and vigorous and adorable. And I will see you again.
Great.
In class as a student. Acha Pierre Melenge.
Thank you.
Is this tea taken?
No. I had reservations with a lady, but I fear she had greater reservations about me.
Mind if I join you?
Why not? Kevin, it was foolish of me not to have taken your feelings into consideration in this matter. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I'm sorry about the way I've been acting. Women kind of make me crazy.
Well, at least we had something in common for a while. How frightening.
Well, why don't you let me buy you dinner?
Oh, it's you. What can I serve you, sir?
What do you recommend?
How about a burger and fries?
You're off.
Shoot, Alfoldo.
Diamond-studded flush jack high. Yes, come to Mama.
Yeah, I got out of work early. Steal me in.
No, hi, Marsh.
George? Who are these people?
Zeke and Fingers.
Fingers?
Hey, nice looking broad.
Hey, can she make me a sandwich?
What?
Okay, suckers, name your poison.
Anaconda.
Spit in the ocean.
Chicago, high spade in the hall.
Sounds good, sister.
George, I don't like this. This is my living room.
Oh, it makes a better poker parlor. And guys like these are always looking for a place that won't get raided.
What about the kids?
Oh, don't worry. The kids love Zeke and Fingers.
Hey, I'm gonna get a brewski. And what about you kids?
Oh, sure. And one for the bag.
All right. Hey, you look at my cards, you're gonna sleep with the fishes, capiche?
Hey, you, freeze. I want you and this Zeke person out of my house now.
Hey, you don't get excited. It's just a friendly game.
Oh, the hell it is. Out.
Hey, what about my sandwich?
Out. Out. Out.
Hey, I had a full boat.
Now I'll sail it into the sunset.
What about a pickle?
George, what in the world got into you?
Well, what in the world got into you? I start a friendly little family game, and the next thing you know, I'm living with the Cincinnati Kid and her kittens.
You set this all up, didn't you?
Well...
You thought we were going too far, so you did this just to make a point.
Well, now you spoiled all of our fun.
Yeah, and I didn't even need Belvedere to do it.
Pretty sneaky, Dad. I'm impressed. Come on, kids, let's clean this up.
This is the Vice Squad. We got your house surrounded. Come on, put your hands up.
You're a little late, big guy. But nice try.
Thank you, George. Incidentally, 2 men in bad suits are stealing your car.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
The Owens' foray into family gamesmanship has left them exhausted, and they've happily retreated to the security of television. My competition with Kevin proved just as disastrous as one could have predicted. I'm not going to prolong the point, but I'm sure Anne liked me better. Perhaps we'll meet in the next life, and I'll find out. If there's any justice, Kevin will come back as a duck.
Hey, Belvedere, why is this string tied around my finger?
You probably lost your kite.
I think I'm trying to remember something.
A hint, George. Remember a certain special day when you were very nervous? It involved the woman you love and a license.
Oh, yeah. The day Heather took her driving test.
Dum, dum, da, dum.
Oh, my God, I did it again. I forgot our anniversary. A good thing you reminded me.
I wasn't reminding you, George. I was just saying your dum, dum, da, dum.
Hey, if I hurry, I still have a chance to get her something.
Hey, Dad. Where's he going?
To save his marriage.
Well, hope he brings back a pizza.
Oh, I thought Charlie and Diana were here.
Oh, goody. The arch feminists are coming.
What are you going to do, burn your bras?
It's going to be a pretty small fire.
You can laugh, but it just so happens we're putting on a play Diana wrote. It's the first feminist mystery.
Really? What's it called?
Who let the toilet see that? That's them.
Come on, Wes, let's go upstairs and arm wrestle.
Hi, Charlie. Hi, Diana.
Heather, you will not believe it. I went down to reserve the school auditorium for the play, and they said we couldn't put it on.
They said it's too controversial. Well, I told you to take out the Super Bowl massacre scene. To make it worse, they're putting on the Miss Beaver Falls beauty pageant.
Now, isn't that an insult to all right-thinking women?
Yeah, why don't they just hold it at a meat market? We have to do something. Hey, I know. Why don't we boycott the pageant?
I've got a better idea. Let's enter it.
Enter it?
Yeah. Let's enter our own candidate, and if she wins, she can just make a speech denouncing the whole stupid thing.
Gee, I don't know. I mean, who would we get? Oh, no. I am not parading around in a bathing suit and high heels. What we need is some beautiful blonde fluff brain who will do anything we tell her.
Where are we going to find someone like that?
Hi, guys.
Never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kick your jacket as you came through the door? No one glares, but sometimes things get turned around and no one spared. All hands look out below. There's a change in the stand and fall. Gonna need all the help that we can get. According to our new arrival, life is more than mere survival. We just might live a good life, yes.
Bob, for a bunch of leering spectators to judge like a side of beef.
What's the catch? There's one. During your speech. Heather, later.
We have to transform Angela into the perfect contestant.
All right.
We're going to make her charming and graceful and articulate.
In a week?
Hey, big guy. You're not going to believe what I got for Marcia. It's an anniversary gift I've never gotten her before.
That rules out a cordless screwdriver.
Look at this rock.
That must have cost a fortune.
Not exactly. But it's not exactly real either. Hey, Marcia. Happy anniversary.
Oh, George. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, George, you're just the most generous man in the whole wide world.
I wouldn't say that.
Neither would I.
Well, I'll meet you upstairs. I have a little surprise for you, too.
Don't hold dinner for us.
You are going to tell her that that's not a real diamond, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Later.
George.
Hey, she's overjoyed. Why don't I just leave well enough alone? The mark of a wise man.
It's also the mark of a cheap man.
Well, you saw her. Have you ever known Marcia to be so happy?
Yes, her voice reverberates with delight.
What's the matter?
I was running a bubble bath for us. I put my hand in the water, and your diamond dissolved.
Okay. I wanted to get you a real one. But Belvedere knew this guy and...
George!
Okay, I'll make it up to you, I promise.
I hope you can use a soldering iron.
Now remember, the key to success as a beauty queen is to talk like you're from the South and use 3 names.
Why 3 names? Well, all beauty queens have 3 names. Mary Ann Mobley, Deborah Lee Moffett, Lee Merriweather.
She's perfect. And so I say to you, stand together against this exploitation of our bodies and strive for the day when we are valued not for the content of our brassieres, but for the content of our brains.
Wow, that's real powerful stuff, Diana, but I don't think Angela can handle it. I mean, she gets mixed up on this little piggy.
Oh, come on. You don't give Angela enough credit. I bet she's a lot deeper than you think.
Sorry I'm late. I was driving around waving. Waving? Yeah. All beauty queens have to wave. It's a lot harder than it looks. Forget it. Angela thinks ERA is a laundry detergent.
There's only one thing to do.
Yeah, let's drop the whole dumb idea.
No, we still have one possible candidate.
Me? I already told you I can't do it.
Don't be so selfish.
What? Sometimes we have to sacrifice ourselves to a higher purpose. Fine, you sacrifice yourself.
Not with these guys. Heather, the women of Beaver Falls need your help. What's it going to be?
Hey, Belvedere. What do you think?
I'll get a fork.
It's not for you. It's for Marcia. I had it baked special. You know what's inside?
Knowing you, it's probably a miniature stripper.
No, a diamond ring. And this time it's a real one.
Why, George, you're actually imaginative.
Wait till you see Marcia's reaction.
No, I don't get it. This is a moment for the 2 of you. Besides, I'm hungry.
Marcia! Hey, Marcia!
George, I still don't understand what's so important that you have to drag me out of the bathtub.
You'll see. You'll see. Happy anniversary.
Thanks, honey. You got me a new garbage disposal. Don't give me
me color the whole pot.
And the whole cake, too.
Come on, you Julesy, cough it up.
Dad, yelling at him won't help.
Well, don't you know some kind of doggy Heimlich maneuver?
Now, George, patience. Remember what the good book says.
What's that?
All things will pass.
You mean?
I'm afraid so. You're going to have to go on duty.
Heather, what do you mean you didn't tell her? Well, I was going to, but I couldn't. Hi, guys. I'm raring to go. What are we going to practice today? Angela, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm kind of in the pageant, too. I hope you don't mind. Mind? As your very best friend, I want you to share in the joy of the pageant. But what if I beat you? Hey, just entering was honor enough. Besides, I'm blonde and you don't have a chance in hell.
Oh, hi, Angela.
Oh, hi yourself.
What's wrong with you?
Your sister is a regular Eggs Benedict. A traitor.
You mean Benedict Arnold?
That, too. She was going to coach me for the Miss Beaver Falls pageant. And now she's going to be in it herself.
So what? You're blonde. She doesn't have a chance in hell.
Yeah. But you have to be smart and talented, too.
I see a problem.
I know I could win if I had a coach. Mr. Belvedere. Will you coach me?
Certainly. Go, 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 go.
Now I'll have to drop out of the beauty pageant, and I'll never get to go to the University of Waikiki.
Waikiki, as in Hawaii? As in 8,000 miles from here?
Yeah. First prize is a 4-year scholarship.
We'll start in the morning. Now, once again, repeat after me. She sells seashells by the seashore.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Very good. Do you know why I asked you to say that?
Because a beauty queen should be able to discuss the environment.
No, Angela, I'm working on your elocution.
My electrocution?
Don't tempt me. Now, put this book on your head.
Is this a balance?
No, I'm hoping some knowledge will soak in.
Come on, Your Regal Highness. It's time to make your entrance. Dun, 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 dun.
What are you doing here? I live here. What are you doing here? Mr. Bombadier's coaching you. Why are you helping Angela?
Because if anybody needs help, she does.
So there.
Now, Angela, remember, pretty is as pretty does.
You're absolutely right. Come on, Heather. Let's go upstairs and work on your makeup.
Oh, Heather,
Yeah?
what prompted you to enter the contest at the last moment?
Because it'll help world peace. See ya.
Dad, this is a stupid idea. Wes, it's the only way. Come on, boy.
Stuart, why is Spot wearing a diaper?
Spot's obedience school is putting on a play called Gandhi's Dog. Okay, he joined the canine corps of the Hare Krishnas.
George, I'm getting a headache, and I think it's going to last a long, long time.
I don't believe it. $200 for x-rays and nothing.
X-rays? George, what happened?
I wanted some pictures for the family album.
Go ahead and tell her, Dad. If worst comes to worst, I have an extra bunk in my room.
Okay, let's have it.
Well, Marcia, it's like this. I got you a real diamond ring.
You did?
Yeah, but I had it baked inside the cake that Spot ate.
You did.
Yeah, so we've been trying to keep a watch on him so we know when he
You know, so we could get the ring back. But somebody must have slacked off.
Hey, I had to go to school.
Well, I'm going to get that ring back if I have to search every lawn in this neighborhood.
Gee, well, most women get a diamond that comes from the heart.
Thank you. Welcome to the Miss Beaver Falls pageant. No other event captures the spirit of the town better.
Not since they canceled the demolition derby.
As you know, these young women are judged on their brains and talent as well as their looks. And now, let's meet our lovely contestants. Representing the happy guys of Beaver Falls is Joy Ann Adams. Representing the Brotherhood of Accordionists is Lori Evelyn Paxton. Juliet Ramona Johnson is representing the Skunks. I hope that's a club. From Van Buren High School, Angela Raskolnikov-Shostakovich. And Heather Velvet Owens. Velvet? Yes, representing the Machinist Guild, Sophie May Abramowitz. Aren't they lovely?
The tap dancing lessons really paid off.
Yeah, much more than the yodeling lessons.
I've never seen anything so corny in my life. I know, the judges should really eat it up. I don't know, Mr. Bar Mitzvah. She looks really good out there.
Confident child. You can't fail.
Thank you, Heather Velvet Owens. And now our next talent contestant, Angela Raskolnikov-Shostakovich and her friend, Lynn.
Thank you, everyone. Lynn, don't you want to say hello to all these nice people? Hello, everyone. You know, Lynn, I wasn't sure I wanted you on stage with me. But wow! Because I was afraid you might give a wooden performance.
I can't believe I'm sitting here when I could have had a root canal.
A funny thing happened to me on the way to the pageant. And now for my grand finale. Lynn here will speak while I drink a glass of water. Go on, this I'd like to see. Okay, watch. Merry Christmas,
Thank you, Angela. And now, an interview with each of our contestants. Angela, we'll start with you.
Sure.
Miss Shostakovich, your ancestors are from Eastern Europe. In your opinion, why did the Berlin Wall crumble?
That's easy. Shoddy construction. We're in. She's falling. I feel kind of sorry for her. I mean, Angela worked really hard for this. Oh, snap out of it. Look, we made a surprise for you. When you get up there to make your winning speech, put this on. Beauty pageants are dumb. That way you'll be in all the papers. Please, can I have a few minutes alone? Okay. Just remember, we're counting on you.
What have you got there?
Nothing.
Beauty pageants are dumb.
Well, they are.
Now I know why you were so anxious to enter one. To sabotage it.
Are you going to try and stop me?
No, if you want to speak for womanhood, who am I to stop you?
Right.
And I'm sure all the young ladies who worked so hard to get here will appreciate your support.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a decision. Drum roll, please.
Don't mention it.
Good luck, Heather. You too.
Our second runner-up, Laurie Evelyn Paxton. And our first runner-up, who'll take over if our winner can't fulfill her responsibilities, is Angela Raskolnikov-Shostakovich. And our winner, the new Miss Beaver Falls, Heather Velvet Owens.
That's my baby!
Heather, a beauty queen. I am never going to hear the end of this.
Stop complaining. I'm stuck with Angela.
Well, what does the new Miss Beaver Falls have to say?
Here goes. She's so nervous she can't talk.
Maybe she'll throw up.
Well, when I entered, I thought I'd see something dumb and degrading.
All right, let them have it.
But it wasn't degrading to the women who worked really hard to be here, who really put their all into it. It means a lot to them, and I don't have any right to take that away. What's she doing?
Making me proud, I hope.
And if you want any more statements from Miss Beaver Falls, ask her. I'm turning it down.
Heather Velvet.
And my middle name isn't Velvet. And I don't want to be Miss Beaver Falls. I don't deserve it. And Angela does. Oh, I don't know what to say.
How about aloha?
For all concerned. Heather took a giant stride toward maturity, and in so doing, rid me of Angela in a few short months. Hallelujah. As for the missing Owens dance, while planting tulip bulbs this afternoon, I made a miraculous discovery. Spot's hiding place. Apparently the little scamp had it buried there all along. I can't wait for George to get home. Won't you be pleased?
Yes. Hey, Belvedere, look what I got for Marcia. I had to sell my country club membership to get it. But what the heck? She's worth it.
I wonder how much I can get for this.
Hey, come on, Marsh. It's after midnight. You gotta get some sleep.
I can't. I guess I'm worried about going to prison tomorrow.
It's not like they're locking you up.
I know. It's just that this is all so new. I mean, up till now, all of my legal work has been wills and divorces and defending Wesley from the neighbors.
Who is this jailbird anyway?
Sharon Witt. I've never met her, but she's been convicted of armed robbery, grand theft, and felonious assault.
Oh, I think I voted for her.
George, come in.
Oh, Mrs. Owens, I heard you pacing for several hours. May I bring you some hot milk?
Oh, no, thank you. I can get my own hot milk.
Then may I get you a cookbook?
Good night.
Good night, Mrs. Owens.
Hey, come on, Marsh. You're not going to do anyone any good if you're dead on your feet.
Yeah, I guess you're right, George.
Sweetie pie? You sleepy? Marsh?
You're the third lawyer they assigned to this wacko. But maybe you'll stick. I got a feeling she's gonna like you.
What do you mean?
Oh, you'll see. You got half an hour. Holler if she tries to cut you. I know how to reason with these broads.
Hello, I'm Marcia Owens, your court-appointed attorney.
Yeah? Well, I'm Sharon Witt, your court-appointed psycho.
Well, well, well. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
So, the judge says 10 years, and... Hey, what are you gawking at?
I just can't get over how much we look alike.
Well, we ain't exactly the same. I bet you ain't got the Queen of Hell tattooed on your butt.
Can we get on with your statement?
When I think about all the things I've been missing, it just makes me want to cry.
I'm gonna get you out of here, Sharon.
Yeah, I got a feeling you just might. Smoke?
No thanks.
Oops. Oh, I'll get him.
What? How did I get... Ooh. Oh.
Okay, you dames can bunk with Sleeping Beauty. Hey, Wit, you got company.
Am I glad you're back? Something terrible has happened.
Tell me about it. The latrine backed up in cell block D. Meet your new roommates.
No, you don't understand. I'm not Sharon Witt. I'm Marcia Owens.
And I'm Sigourney Weaver.
No, Sharon hit me. She knocked me out, and she stole everything. Even my suede boots.
Nice try, Wit.
No, I'm telling you, I don't belong here. Oh, no, I wouldn't try to con you. I'm a lawyer.
Oh, yeah, Vic, man, this is the perfect setup.
Yeah. I'm going to hang out till I find out where these rubes keep their loot, and then... Well, of course I can make them trust me.
Trust me.
Ooh, I gotta go. Someone's coming.
Yeah, bye.
Oh, thanks. Here's some of the tools I'm gonna need.
Oh?
Yeah, I'm gonna help repair the garage. Don't you remember?
Oh, yeah, right. The repairman.
Oh, I'm gonna grab a sandwich.
Well, I'm gonna grab a little something myself.
Oh! Well, I think you're getting a little bony down there, Sonny. I think you should be eating more.
Sonny?
Don't you get tired of me calling you by your usual name?
I like Kevin.
Well, Kevin it is, Kevin.
Yeah, well, listen, Dad's gonna be home any minute, so just tell him I'm upstairs.
Oh, was that Kevin I saw drive up?
Oh, hiya, big boy.
Mrs. Owens!
Happy birthday!
Kevin, Wesley, Heather, that guy in the big sweater, whoever he is. Oh, and that must be the husband. Yuck.
Here is your mail, Mrs. Owens.
Oh, thank you, sport.
Are you feeling all right, Mrs. Owens? You seem a little distracted.
Yes. Well, when you were cleaning my room, did you by chance misplace my jewelry box?
Mrs. Owens, you know I steer clear of your personals. I'm sure that your jewelry is safe and sound.
Swell.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Wesley, you're an hour late.
I had detention.
Yeah?
I mean, shame. Mr. Belvedere, I would like to be alone with Wesley.
You're a brave soul.
Wesley, come sit down.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Oh, I'm sure you had a reason. Here.
Buy yourself a beer.
Gee, Mom, this isn't like you.
Well, I want you and me to be pals.
But you're my mother.
And a proud mother I am to have such a clever little tyke. Gitchy-coo kid.
Yeah, well, thanks, Mom.
I'm gonna grind you into mulch.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stomp you into sludge.
Oh, gotcha. It's 3 packs of cigarettes you owe me, sister.
The hell I do. You moved your elbow.
You wanna make something out of it?
I got a better idea. Let's play blackjack.
No way. Gambling is illegal.
What are they gonna do, kick us out of here? How about you, Blondie? Up for a game?
No, thanks.
Ah, come on. Look, no weapons.
What about her?
Old Lady Haverford? Nah. She don't associate with us. Common criminals.
That's Doris Haverford, the restaurant heiress who chopped her husband up into little bits and scattered him in the park? I thought they dropped the murder charges.
Yeah, but they got her for littering.
Gee, she's famous.
Hey, I'm kind of famous myself.
Yeah?
Oh, sure. I spent most of my career serving major government officials.
Yeah, at an hourly rate.
I see. And Greta, what are you in for?
5 to 10. This cop was manhandling me, and I slapped him in the face.
And they gave you 5 to 10 for that?
Well, she was setting fire to a factory at the time.
Okay, you warthogs, exercise period.
You know, this is outrageous. You're holding an innocent woman while a dangerous criminal is on the loose doing God knows what.
Yeah.
Guess who?
Oh, it's you.
Brought you some flowers.
Well, thank you. My husband? I'll go put them in water.
Oh, no, here. Let Belvedere do that. Hey, when's the last time I brought you flowers?
Knowing you, George, after you attended your last funeral.
George.
Yeah. Come here, baby. Well, I got reservations for McSwarley's. Gourmet dinner, slow dancing.
Oh, no. I'm not hungry and my knees hurt.
I love it when you play hard to get.
I am Marcia Owens. Why won't you believe me?
Get off it. Anyone who returns kickoffs like you ain't no sissy housewife.
I am a lawyer, and I also happen to jog a lot.
Boy, what a game. We really mauled them.
Reminds me when I was with the Falcons.
Yeah.
Oh, is that some prison gang?
No, the Atlanta Falcons. I was their place kicker.
They let a woman play?
Nope.
Well, then how could you? I mean, unless you were...
You got it.
You were a man?
You want to see my scars?
I gotta get out of here!
Mom. Yeah? Some friends and I wanted to go to the video arcade after school. Is that okay?
Sure. Just be back before the bars close.
Morning, Marsh. How's your headache?
Well, gotta go. Mom, the garage is that way. Well, I know that, Walter. Wesley, I gotta get some things from my room. Toodaloo.
Am I crazy or is your mom acting a little strange?
Yes, on both counts.
Hey, maybe she's not Mom at all.
Wesley, what are you talking about?
Maybe she's a pod person. Maybe some alien snatched her body and replaced her with a replica.
Too bad. They got the wrong Owens.
Yeah, Vic, I found all the passbooks and the keys, but the bank won't let me make any withdrawals unless it's co-signed by George Owens. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll just hang out one more night. Maybe I can sweet-talk him into something. Eh? Oh, I'm sorry, I must have the wrong number.
You've been getting a lot of things wrong lately.
I'm just so overworked. Mr. Belvedere, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead, make my day.
I've been thinking about buying one of those new big-screen TVs, but I have to coax the money out of George. Now, what do you think is the best way to soften him up?
With a rubber mallet. Mrs. Owens, you've known him longer than I.
Yeah. But just for argument's sake, if you were me, what would you do?
Well, I suppose I would cook him a lavish gourmet dinner, then hit him up for the money right afterwards.
Great idea. I'll get right on it.
I'll start screaming. That'll bring the guard up here to see what's wrong.
I'll jump her and snap her neck like a twig.
That'll bring us up to the cell block guard.
I'll jump her and snap her neck like a twig.
Next, we'll go down to the main gate where there's 2 guards.
Take one on each arm and snap their necks like twigs.
Ladies, I don't know if this is a good idea. I mean, someone could get hurt.
Like an innocent bystander?
You know, you two have a very bad attitude.
Listen, Goldilocks. This is prison. There's gangs and screws and crummy food and endless work details. And there's nothing but drudgery and squalor and desperation as hour after hour, day after day, week after week, slowly they squeeze the soul out of you.
My, aren't you a gloomy Gus? What you need is a sing-along.
What?
Well, music can set you free.
What?
Okay, you slugs, mail call.
Look out! She has a comb!
Do exactly as I say, and no one gets hurt.
What do you want?
I want to be set free. I want her to sing.
Well, any special requests?
Yeah. Sing do, re, mi. But one false note and Murphy's history.
Sing, ladies, sing.
Do, a deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun.
You're a little flat.
Me, a name I call myself. A long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread lock, a note to follow, so tea, a drink with jam and bread that will bring us back to dough.
Now, everyone.
Me radio.
Encore! You know anything from Fiddler?
Okay, lady, you're out of here.
You finally believe me.
Well, it's worth the fingerprint check. And besides, if you break into Sunrise Sunset, I'm going to puke.
Bye, everyone. Would you like some apple strudel, Mr. B?
Oh, really, Mrs. Owens? I feel so uncomfortable sitting here letting you serve me.
Relax, I'll eat when you're done. Now, who wants more?
I'll have another piece.
Would you like me to heat it up for you?
Sure. Boy, Mom sure is friendly.
How about this meal she cooked? Beef Wellington, truffles, stuffed wild goose?
This is the most magnificent meal I have ever eaten. That woman is not your mother.
So, how are we doing?
Oh, just fine. Oh, Mrs. Owens, I finished. Why don't you sit here and have your meal, and I'll warm it up for you.
You talked me into it, Jeeves.
Yes, well, let's clear the table.
Yeah, let's clear this to the kitchen.
Hey, I haven't finished my strudel.
So, honey, how'd you like my goose?
I'm done.
Hey, come on, I'm her husband. Don't you think I'd recognize her if she were a fake? Well, I would.
Time to take a hike.
Okay, so for once in her life, she cooked a good meal. What other evidence do we have she's not your mother?
She paid me for getting detention.
She taught me how to rob an armored truck.
She pinched me on the tush.
She kissed me on the mouth.
Finally, safe and sound.
Well, whoever she is, she's out of her mind. There she is.
Oh, George.
Freeze, lady. You got some explaining to do.
What's going on?
All right, who are you and what have you done with my mother?
Oh, Kevin, I am your mother.
Don't touch me, you tramp.
What did you call me? George!
Don't George me, lady. You know, now that I got a really good look at you, it's obvious you're not my wife.
You should never have cooked us a gourmet dinner.
But I didn't cook any... Oh, she must have come here.
Who?
Sharon Witt, my client. She looks just like me. She knocked me out. She stole all my things, and she must have used my keys to come in here.
You expect us to believe that? It's impossible.
Not really. There are 5 billion people in this world. It's quite possible that every one of us has a double somewhere.
Right. And mine just happens to be a psychopath.
You know what I think? I think you're the psychopath.
Yeah, you're not our mom.
You're not my wife.
I am your wife. I am your mom. I am your wife. I am your mom. I am your wife. I am your wife.
Marge.
I am your mom.
Are you all right, Mrs. Owens?
Marge.
What? What are you all staring at?
You were yelling in your sleep.
I had the most amazing dream. And you were in it. And you, and you, and you, and you. I was trapped in prison, and I kept saying, I want to go home. And they sent me home. I think.
That's great, Mom.
Oh, good luck today, honey.
Huh?
Your first venture as a criminal lawyer.
We got you something to commemorate it.
And that Taché case.
You deserve it, Marsh.
It's lovely, but where did it get that dent?
Nothing too unusual to report today, other than a very odd dream Mrs. Owens had that left her a bit rattled. The idea of a person having a double is most intriguing. It has been the subject of such great works as A Prisoner of Zenda, The Comedy of Errors, and The Patty Duke Show. Yes? Your shift is up, Lynn. You can go out and play. Excuse me.
Every Sunday, relax and bring your whole family together with award-winning movies that will entertain and inspire. This week, to save her farm and family, a woman must tame a wild horse and ride him to victory in the FamilyNet presentation of The Dark Horse, Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern on Family Netflix.
No.
I'm telling you, Mr. Belvedere, they aren't ready yet.
Nonsense. These things have been in this blasted furnace for over half an hour. Impossible. It's too wet.
I think I know what the problem is. Yep, the other clothes can't get dry because of these. Your bloomers keep soaking up all the hot air.
It's your father's fault. Why does he always insist on fixing our washing machine himself?
I think he likes electric shock.
He can use the therapy.
Hey, lighten up, Mr. Belvedere. Just remember what Kevin always says. Laundromats are a great place to pick up chicks.
I thought he always said laundromats are a great place to pick up change.
Yeah, well, just watch a master at work.
Oh, somebody been making mud pies?
Excuse me. Oh, these. They weren't mud pies. Spanky pushed me out of a tree.
Spanky?
A 5-year-old gorilla who doesn't like to share his blackberries. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm not quite making sense. I just spent 5 years living with mountain apes in Rwanda.
Really? I live in a monkey house here in Beaver Falls. How has Africa's loss become our gain?
Oh, the grant money ran out, but the University of Pittsburgh offered me a position as a guest lecturer, so here I am.
Well, neighbor, we must get together and swap stories about the Dark Continent.
You've been there?
Yes, I spent several years with Sir William Daly in the Congo. Actually, one of the tribes made me an honorary witch doctor.
You're not serious.
I have the shrunken heads to prove it. I'm Lynn Belvedere.
Louise Gilbert. Boy, the attitude some women develop by the time they're 13.
Lynn, here's my phone number. Why don't you call me? Say after 5?
Oh, you can count on it. Well, it's been a pleasure, Louise.
Who's that?
Oh, just a chick I picked up at the laundromat.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Oh, boy, your poor brother. He is achy and sweaty, and he's got a temperature of 103.
It's probably all hot thinking about his big date with Arlene this weekend.
Enough, you two. Now, your brother is very sick. If he needs anything else, he'll just call us on that dinner bell I gave him.
Oh, no, not the bell routine.
I'd like to kill that stupid washing machine.
I thought you did that yesterday.
Ha! Look what it did to Heather's jeans.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, I'm sorry, kitten. I'll take you to Kmart and get you a new pair.
Dad, they're great. I'd have to pay $100 for jeans like this.
Good night, everybody. Yeah, I'm afraid you'll have to fend for yourselves for a while. Try to avoid bloodshed.
Oh, Mr. Belvedere, you look so nice.
Yeah. You got an interview with immigration?
Now he's got a big date with that chickie babe from the laundromat.
Louise.
Hello, Lynn.
Louise Gilbert, say hello to the Owens family.
Hello.
Hi.
Now say goodbye to the Owens family.
Mr. Belvedere. Hi, Louise. I'm Marcia. My husband, George,
Hi,
and our
hello.
children, Wesley and Heather.
It's nice to meet you all.
So, you met the big guy at the laundromat, eh? Was it love at first sight or just static cling?
As it happens, we both spent time in Africa, so we thought it would be fun to get together and compare notes.
Louise is an ethologist. She studies...
Animal behavior. Last night I watched Wild Kingdom.
Actually, my specialty was the mating habits of the mountain gorillas.
Well, that ought to give you a little insight into Belvedere.
No, it's interesting. The head of the gorilla family has gray hair, too.
Yes, I think we should be going.
See you again sometime.
Boy, I really like her.
She sure put you in your cage.
Kevin is upstairs quarantined with the chicken pox. And do you know why I have to bring him his food? Why I have to watch him wheeze and scratch? Do you know why?
Because when you were 3, Mom intentionally exposed you to the chicken pox so that you would get the childhood disease.
Why didn't she do it with you?
She tried. I scared the other kids away.
Well, it's the curse of being a middle child.
Hey, I have my own problems, too, you know. I've got a hot date with Marjorie tonight, and it's the old dad'll drop you off and dad'll pick you up routine. You know how embarrassing that is for guys my age?
Well, you could always steal a car and drive yourself.
That is a truly demented idea. Thanks, Heather.
Hi, guys. Hi, Mom.
Is your dad home yet?
Yeah, he's down in the basement fixing the washer.
Says he's just about got it all done. like something out of Roger Rabbit.
A breeze seems to whisper Louise. Birds in the trees seem to twitter Louise. George, you know what the Surgeon General says about smoking dynamite.
You're a riot, Belvedere. A regular riot.
I know. And speaking of dynamite, I hope you don't mind if I borrow the station wagon tonight. I have a date with Louise.
Again? But you were with her all afternoon.
I was merely attending her lecture. Do you know, gorillas rise in the morning and eat, and then nap until dinner?
Sounds like your schedule.
Yes, well, anyway, tonight we're going to a drive-in.
Yeah, we'll have a real great time.
Don't mind him, Mr. Belvedere. He's just grouchy because you have a date and can drive and he has a date and can't.
Oh, don't worry, honey. Daddy will drop you off.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I have a great idea. You get your gal, and I'll get mine, and we'll go double.
You mean go to the drive-in with you?
Uh-huh.
I can't even picture it. Hey, Mr. Belvedere, we can't see.
Oh, come now, Wesley. I didn't think teenagers actually came to the drive-in to watch movies.
This is worse than being stuck with my dad.
Wouldn't be so bad if they didn't have any heads.
Forget it, Wesley. I packed the axe with the rest of your father's tools.
Marjorie, don't you think that policeman looks a little like Kirk Douglas?
Who?
Oh, I must be dating myself.
No, you're dating me.
Oh, man, I think we're embarrassing them.
All right, I'll behave. But only for a kiss. I meant a Hershey's kiss. Oops. Why is everybody else honking?
Because you started it.
Scientifically, that's called imitating disruptive behavior. It's fun.
Hey, you want to grow up? People are trying to watch a movie here.
I'm sorry.
When some people act in front of their kids. I fear for our children's future.
Well, I hope you two are happy.
Sorry, hon. The washer warranty does not cover the problem.
Well, that can't be. I mean, I don't even know what the problem is.
Well, the problem is the warranty's only good for 36 months.
You know, that always happens. A thing breaks down right after the warranty runs out.
George, the machine is 13 years old.
Well, I can still be mad, can't I?
Well, I think Kevin's going to survive the chicken pox, but they may kill me.
Oh, he still got you going, huh?
You know, I don't mind taking up his meals or changing his sheets or reading him bedtime stories like Babar the elephant. But making me sing feelings to Arlene over the phone because he's got a sore throat, that's really pushing it.
Well, why didn't he ask me? I love that song.
Oh.
Sorry, honey. I think that's your brother tinkling.
Florence Nightingale was a sucker.
I have never been so humiliated in my life.
What's the matter, champ? You and Marjorie lock braces?
It wasn't my date, it was Mr. Belvedere and Louise. First, they almost get us thrown out for honking the horn, and then during the intermission, they were playing on the swings and doing gorilla mating calls.
Well, where's Belvedere?
My best guess? He and Louise are probably in the snack bar starting a food fight.
Movie's over, Lynn.
I know.
We're the only two people here.
I know.
I hope Kevin gets over the chicken pox soon so the doctor can start treating his real problem.
What's that?
Women. He won't stop babbling about Arlene. I just found him trying to escape out of his window. One more tight up bedsheet, he'd be crawling down the driveway.
Boy, I'm starved.
Me too. Well, you're in luck because we have eggs rancheros.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I made them myself.
But then I think about my darn cholesterol.
Yeah, and you know you're never too young to start watching your diet. Adios, Mom.
Bye.
Hey, wait a minute. Now, Mr. Belvedere is sleeping in this morning. I have spent 45 minutes on these eggs. I followed the recipe exactly, down to the hot chilies, and you are going to eat them.
It was nice knowing you, Dad.
Oh, how late was Mr. Belvedere out last night anyway?
Oh, gee, I don't know, but sometime around dawn, I heard him belting out an inspired version of Love is a Many Splendored Thing.
Maybe that's what set off the Huffnagel's dog.
Good morning, fine family. Beautiful day. Wonderful world. Life's fine.
There you have it, folks. The difference between a date that ends in disaster and one that ends at daybreak.
So, did you have fun last night, Mr. Belvedere?
Last night? Oh, yes, last night. It was pleasant.
Pleasant as in you'll be seeing Louise again today?
Oh, Heather, Louise and I are not easily infatuated teenagers. We don't have to see each other every waking hour.
Oh, of course you don't.
We just happen to be somewhat compatible adults.
Absolutely.
Yes, I mean, I think of Louise as my new friend.
Considering that dopey-looking turtleneck you're wearing, your new friend must have given you one beauty of an old-fashioned hickey.
Nonsense! Louise and I behaved with utter decorum and civility last night.
Come in. Good morning, everyone.
Ah, good morning, Hickey. I mean, Louise.
Good morning, Louise.
Forgive me for barging in at such an inconvenient hour, but somehow your wallet wound up in my jacket pocket last night.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, and here are your Necco wafers.
Oh, I was looking for these.
Well, I have a 9 o'clock lecture. Gotta run. Nice to see you all. Goodbye, Len.
Goodbye, Louise. That was just a guerrilla gesture of friendship.
Hey, I'm not worried about the gorillas, big guy. It's you going ape over her I was thinking about.
Kevin, you're being ridiculous. So what if you lose Arlene? Look, you can't take off your mask or she'll see your spots, and you can't talk through that thing. So how do you think you're going to impress her looking like that?
Have you seen my attaché? What's that?
You mean this? It's one of Louise's friends. Yeah, that's it. It's one of the gorillas from the mist.
Kevin, is that you in there? What are you trying to do? Have a relapse? Now cut out the monkey business. Go upstairs, get undressed, and go to bed.
Oh, I told you this was stupid.
Sometimes I wonder about that boy. Must come from George's side of the family. Hey, what's the deal, Hot Lips? Not going out with Lover Girl tonight?
Why should I, Wesley? We're not going steady, as you say in your simplistic American vernacular.
Hello. Oh, hi, Louise. It's the girl you're not going steady with.
Here's plenty. Get lost.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Haven't heard from you in a few days.
Well, I've been very busy. What with the spring cleaning and the Owens crawling out of hibernation.
I've missed you.
I must confess I missed you, too.
Well, good. Because the professor I work with has a cabin up at Seven Springs. It's on top of a hill nestled among the pines, and I thought maybe we could...
Go together?
Am I being too forward? I'm used to spending time with gorillas, and they usually get right to the point.
I'd love to go with you, Louise. Now, what should I bring?
Toothbrush, change of clothes, and it's a private lake, so a bathing suit is optional.
Hi, Louise. Oh. You okay, Belvedere? You look like somebody stole your ding-dongs.
I'm fine.
I'll call you, Lynn. 3 days and 2 nights in a cabin in the woods. Sounds wonderful.
I can't help it. I'm an incurable outdoorsman.
A weekend in Pines? Better watch out, big guy. That's how these women reel you in. Or in your case, harpoon.
No, George, I do not plan to get reeled in.
No man ever does, big guy. No man ever does.
The prospect of a weekend with Louise is quite appealing. After all, I haven't skinny dipped since that festival at Woodstock. On the other hand, perhaps events are hurtling on too far, too fast. The real problem is, old romantic feelings I'd long thought lost are stirring once again.
Uh-oh. Okay, that's it. I give up. I threw in the towel. I called the washing machine guy. He's sending somebody over tonight, and that baby's getting fixed once and for all.
Oh, George, I get such a tingle when you take command.
Well.
Wow, Mr. Belvedere, you're looking really good.
Another big date, big guy?
Something like that.
Gee, I wonder who it could be.
Hello.
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 Aren't you going to introduce me? Us?
Oh, everyone, this is Giselle Hufnagel, the Hufnagel's cousin from Wichita.
Oh, welcome to Pittsburgh, Giselle. Well, actually, I'm only here for the small appliance convention. Why? I demonstrate small appliances. Want to hear my pitch for the Acumatic 1000 Mighty Mouth lint sucker?
I got no plans.
Oh, Giselle is only here for a few days, and I thought I'd show her the sights.
Why don't you start with my room?
Well, shall we?
I'll get it. It's probably the repairman. Oh, hi, Louise.
Hello, George. Is Lynn ready?
Belvedere, are you ready?
Ready?
Come on, Lenny, I want a disco. Woo!
Lynn, what's going on? Who's this?
Louise, I'd like you to meet Giselle Hufnagel.
How do you do?
Pleased to make your allegiance. Want to hear my pitch for the Decade 2 nose hair plucker? It's rechargeable.
Aren't we going on our trip?
Trip?
To a cabin in the woods, the pines?
Ah, yes, the pines. Yeah, oh, yeah. Well, there has been... that is to say that...
I think you blew a circuit.
I'm taking Giselle out on the town.
What?
I know I should have rang and told you, but I've had so much on my mind. If you never want to see me again, I quite understand.
I see. Is there somewhere we can speak? Alone?
Patio's available, big guy. There's going to be some fireworks tonight.
Speaking of fireworks, I'm Wesley.
So what are you saying? Our big trip comes along and you simply forgot about it?
It must be old age. I'm forgetting so many things lately.
You didn't forget about your date with Trixie in there.
Now, there's no need to drag Giselle into this.
You're the one who dragged her in, remember?
We didn't agree to go steady, Louise.
Oh, so that's it. You think I'm crowding you. Well, if you want to play the field like some silverback Rwandan gorilla, be my guest.
As much as I resent the simian comparison, I suppose a little freedom has its advantages.
Oh, fine. Well, I sure wish we had this conversation before I laid out $150 for a black lace negligee.
Black lace negligee. Ooh.
You think she's going to hit him?
I'd sure belt you.
Where's Giselle?
I don't know.
Hey, Wes! Lynn, you have me at a total loss. I mean, I thought it was odd that you didn't return a few of my phone calls, but I never dreamed you'd stand me up.
Listen, Louise, after you had invited me away for the weekend, it was all I could think about.
This sounds better.
Then I started worrying where a weekend like that could lead.
Well, I was hoping we could toast marshmallows.
You know what I mean.
I haven't been exactly comfortable with the runaway train we're on either.
The truth of the matter is, I have trouble dealing with the kind of feelings I have for you. The last time I felt this way, I got so scared, I had to go and climb a mountain in Tibet.
And you were hoping Giselle would save you the trek up Mount Kilimanjaro?
I have a trunk full of small appliances. I'm sorry if I hurt you, Louise.
Actually, I'm flattered.
The question still remains. What are we going to do?
He got awfully quiet out there.
Maybe she killed him.
Well, if you don't, I might. I want a party. Well, what do you think's going on?
Oh, hey, knowing the big guy, he's probably letting her down easy. You know, giving her the old hasta la vista.
So, did you guys break up?
Not exactly. We're going to get married.
Does this mean we're not going out?
Next on Mr. Belvedere.
Mr. Belvedere, isn't all this kind of sudden?
I believe marrying Louise will be the best thing I've ever done. You're going to be the first broad on the moon, Louise. Pow! It seems that Louise has been recalled to Rwanda.
If you're her husband, that means that you're...
I'd be going with her.
Tuesday, kick off your holiday the all-American way with Tony and Angela on Who's the Boss. And Kevin comes to the rescue when Winnie becomes stage-struck in the school play on the Wonder Years. After, the holiday celebration continues, with Roseanne working for a boss half her age, and Christine shows her unswerving love for Coach. Now stay tuned for The Dead Zone on the Sunday Night Movie.
On Mr. Belvedere. Louise Gilbert, say hello to the Owens family.
So, you met the big guy at the laundromat, eh?
It's on Mr. Belvedere. Louise Gilbert, say hello to the Owens family.
So, you met the big guy at the laundromat, eh?
As it happens, we both spent time in Africa, so we thought it would be fun to get together and compare notes.
Never just a guerrilla gesture of friendship.
Hey, I'm not worried about the gorillas, big guy. It's you going ape over her I was thinking about.
Uh-oh.
So, did you guys break up?
We're going to get married.
I can't even picture it.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop-kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Did you say married?
Yes, I suppose I did.
Hey, what's going on?
Mr. Belvedere's engaged.
What? Whoa, way to go, big guy.
Not her. Her.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, who are you?
Giselle. I was with Lenny, but now he's getting married.
Well, I'm Kevin. I just got over the chicken pox. I'm single.
Ooh, you're cute.
Well, shall we go and make a toast to our commitment?
Mr. Belvedere, isn't all this kind of sudden?
Yeah, you guys hardly know each other. I mean, does she know you sleep in the nude?
I know this might appear rash, but Lynn and I are kindred spirits.
I believe marrying Louise will be the best thing I've ever done.
Congratulations.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
Super. That's great.
Thank you.
Hey, wait a minute. What about us?
Oh, my God, we're not losing you, are we?
Well, this is what makes it so perfect. With Louise working in Pittsburgh, I can still remain as your housekeeper.
Oh, so we'll still have your cooking and cleaning, and she gets stuck with your snoring.
Yeah, we'll even keep your room open, big guy. Just in case you need a place to crash when Louise kicks you out of the house.
Come on, let's go before George turns us into the honeymooners.
Bye-bye. Bye. Think they'll invite us to the wedding?
Well, of course they will. Daddy's going to pay for it.
What do you...
So, considering all the options, I think the wedding should be at George's Country Club.
Yeah, make it around 4, will you? That way I can come right from the 18th hole.
Why don't we have it in a sand trap? Then you won't have to make the trip.
Actually, a country club sounds like a big affair. We were hoping for something more intimate.
Well, hey, let's go to Vegas.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm not flying everybody to Vegas.
Well, how about Tahoe?
Marcia!
How about
May I make a suggestion? Why don't we just have it here?
Gee, that was easy. Well, what's next? Invitations and announcements.
Let's go, guys. That's not our department.
Park in.
Yes, honey buns? Taking orders. You got a lot of that to look forward to.
Louise, you know what I've been meaning to ask you?
What's that, Heather?
Well, with you being a professor and all and writing books on gorillas and stuff, are you going to change your name to Belvedere?
Of course you will, Dr. Louise Belvedere.
Well, to be honest, I hadn't given it much thought.
What is there to think about?
A woman doesn't just automatically give up her last name.
Since when?
Liz Taylor didn't give up hers.
I'm not marrying Liz, Louise. Why do you think I'm
Guys. You're supposed to save up all the fights till after you're married.
Sorry.
Now, where were we?
What you up to, big guy?
Oh, we're just going through telegrams from some friends of mine. They must have got our wedding announcements.
Oh. You mind?
Help yourself.
Congratulations, Lynn. That Louise must be some foxy lady. Love, Tina Turner?
I talked Tina the shingling.
All right.
Here's one from Zsa Zsa. She says she only attends weddings if she's the bride.
You knew all these women?
Oh, they were just friends.
Uh-huh.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I mean, you can tell me they're just friends, but try convincing Louise.
What?
They're ladies from your past, big guy. If your missus gets a peek at these, you know what your honeymoon's going to be like?
No. What?
Oh, Lenny, tell me again about Meryl Streep. Oh, Lenny, were you and Cher really just buddies?
We were buddies. Cher and I simply got the same tattoo. Look, I'll show you.
No. Now, look, if you want to avoid trouble, I'd hide those babies. And whenever the topic of old flames comes up, switch the subject to apes.
My wedding is only days away, and I approach the event with a happy heart. After all, Louise and I know the key to any relationship is patience and understanding. So I'm convinced our marriage will be a long and joyous one. Still, why does George keep painting us as the battling Belvederes? That could never happen to us. Could it?
Hey, Lynn, you gonna eat breakfast or what?
Knowing your cooking, I'll take a what?
My, aren't we a vision of loveliness this morning?
Speaking of loveliness, is that a new apron?
It was on sale, Lynn.
Sale? You don't see me running out to buy a new robe?
Because they don't make them that big.
You're going to be the first broad on the moon, Louise. Pow!
Oh, yeah, well, be a nice change from this place.
Maybe you would have been happier if you had married one of your apes.
Maybe. But stupid me doesn't marry a chimp. I marry a chump.
That's it. This is my castle. And from now on, I intend to be treated like a king.
You want to be treated like a king?
Like a king.
A king?
I said like a king.
All right, Your Majesty. You want the royal treatment? Don't forget your crown.
Hey, Lenny boy.
Get out!
You know your breakfast is on your head.
Get out! Get out! Well, there seems to be only one logical course of action. Run.
Morning.
Hey.
So, where's Belvedere?
I don't know. It's his day off. Maybe he's resting up for his wedding.
Or maybe he and Louise are rehearsing for their honeymoon.
Oh, interesting you people can be laughing at a time like this.
What's your problem?
Bye, everyone. Nice knowing you. P.S. All regards to Louise.
Mr. Belvedere ran away?
His clothes are gone and everything.
Well, why would he just take off like that?
Well, he probably got cold feet about getting married, and I wonder who put them in ice.
Well, what did I say?
What didn't you say?
Well, I didn't say anything big enough to make that guy leave the house.
What you should... Guys, can you fight about this later? I think we better find Mr. Belvedere.
You're right. Let's split up and not a word about this to Louise.
Right.
I was in the neighborhood, and I thought I'd stop by and say hi to Lynn. Is he here?
Is the seat taken?
Help yourself.
Thanks, big guy.
Oh, George. How did you find me?
Well, I checked out Donut World, and when you weren't there, I figured, where's Belvedere go when he starts getting squirrely?
Am I that predictable?
Hey, you got my family kind of worried, big guy.
I'm sorry, George. How many times have I said to you people, running away doesn't solve anything, and here I am running away.
Kind of a tubby Tom Sawyer. Hey, come on, Belvedere. You love Louise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so what's the big deal about tying the knot?
Well, I suppose after all those little cautions you give me about marriage, I realized you're right.
Huh? I was just having fun. I mean, half the stuff I do is just to get a rise out of you.
What?
Well, it's like the time I told you English cricket is for sissies. You jumped all over me for weeks. You even dragged me out in the mud to play a stupid game.
And I won.
Yeah. Hey, what about the time I hid your ding-dongs all over the house? Went out and got some police dog to sniff them all out?
Ah, yes. Fritzy. I believe he also sniffed out your secret collection of Playboys.
Marcia's still harping on that one.
Then are you really saying that maybe marriage really could be all right for me?
Hey, if you can handle our household, you sure as hell can enjoy one of your own.
Thanks, George. I needed that.
Yep. If you ask me, the way you cook and sew, you're going to make Louise a damn good wife. Gotcha.
Okay, tomorrow I have a limo picking up Louise. I got your tux back from the cleaners. I ordered flowers for you guys. Oh, and I didn't hawk your rings.
Wesley, I couldn't have asked for a better best man. You've handled your duties with dignity and taste.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere. Now, what are you doing just sitting around the last night you're single?
What?
Hey, big guy.
Hello, Mr. Belvedere.
George, Skip, what are you doing here? Why aren't you doing the news at the station?
We called in sick.
Yeah?
Figured we'd make a little news of our own.
Oh, Wesley, you haven't arranged one of those wretched bachelor parties, have you?
Well, it wasn't just my idea.
On a clear day.
Bob, are you behind all this?
Come on, Lynn. You've got to loosen up. Tomorrow you're getting married. Tonight you've got to party.
I won't go.
Oh, yes, you will.
No, I won't. No. No. I'll jump out of the car.
He just bounced back in.
I'll call Louise.
No, she's out with Mom and Heather at the Beefcake Club.
All right, I'll go. But I won't have any fun.
Maybe he has to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, he learned all that stuff from watching Soul Train.
Oh, come on. He's out there all by himself. I think we should join him. Party!
No sign of him yet? When I get my hands on your father, doesn't he know Mr. Belvedere's getting married in 2 hours?
I think that's them.
Where have you been?
I don't want to talk about it.
Kevin!
Not now, okay?
Well?
Hey, come on, Marsh. This is all Belvedere's fault.
Oh.
Well, first he gets us kicked out of the Steel Town Inn. Then he talks Goulet into flying us to Atlantic City.
What?
And next thing you know, Belvedere's leading a panty raid on some nurses' convention.
Where's Mr. Belvedere now?
Mr. Belvedere, who are they?
Oh, this is Ginger, and this is Annette. I told them they could be flower girls.
You get yourself upstairs, young man. Don't you know there's a wedding in 2 hours? Well, it looks like we're ready for a wedding.
You're so pretty, I'm ready for a honeymoon.
Out of my way. I have a nervous screw upstairs. The man needs some ho-hos.
I don't care what you say, Angela. This dress makes me look like Margaret Thatcher. Gosh, that'll be confusing when she shows up for Mr. Bumpercar's wedding. Margaret Thatcher isn't coming to Mr. Bumpercar's wedding. Well, then what are you so worried about?
Hey, come on, kitten. Let's man the door.
Who are they?
Oh, you told me to invite the Shriners.
I'm in Elliot and Paula Shriner up the street.
Whoa. Check out the bride.
George, I've got to see Lynn.
Well, you will. You're going to marry him.
No, I've got to talk to him now.
No, seeing the groom before the wedding.
Oh, but
Please, not another word. Come on, Mom, let's get things started.
Okay, places, everyone.
I'm bewitched by you so. No, not in springtime, summer, winter, or fall. No, never could I leave you at all.
Lynn, could I talk to you?
Not now.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today.
Stop, please. I'm sorry, but there's really something we have to talk about.
Can't it wait?
I'm afraid it can't.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, would you excuse us for a moment? Chat amongst yourselves. Louise, what's going on? Have you had a change of heart?
Not exactly. More like a change of address. I'm being called back to Africa.
What?
The university at Butare. They need me to come back and lead a guerrilla census.
Why can't they count them?
Well, it's not as simple as that. A census could take over a year. And also, they've offered me a faculty position. I guess we better brush up on our Kinyarwanda.
Is everything okay? Yeah, you guys better hurry up. Goulet's running out of material.
So, what gives?
Well, it seems that Louise has been recalled to Rwanda.
Hey, that's neat.
Well, wait a minute. If you're her husband, that means that you're...
I'd be going with her.
Well, what are you going to do, Mr. Belvedere? I mean, that would mean you'd be leaving us.
I spent 6 years with this family. They've been some of the warmest and happiest moments of my life. But now, I think it's time for Louise and I to find a life of our own. And if that means traipsing through the mud with my wife, then that's what I want to do.
Well, we can't tell you how much we're going to miss you, big guy, but, well, you sure as hell have our blessings.
I guess we always sort of knew you were going to leave someday.
And I can't think of a happier way for you to go.
As best man, I'd like to remind everyone that we have a wedding to attend.
Do you, Louise Marie Gilbert, take this man to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
And do you, Lynn Aloysius Belvedere, take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Then by the authority vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
I'm ready.
The cab's outside, Lynn.
Well, as you know, I was never one for long goodbyes. George?
Belvedere?
After your many threats, I'm glad you never fired me.
Yeah, me too. Don't take any wooden bananas.
Mr. Belvedere, I just can't say goodbye.
Then don't. I've left the recipes. Be gentle to them.
I'll try.
So long, Mr. Belvedere. Thanks for everything.
I regret I shan't see you graduate. You are graduating.
Yeah, I am.
I love you, Mr. Belvedere.
I love you, Heather.
You know, if you weren't so old, I would have married you myself. You know what I mean.
You know, I'm losing my best friend.
Wesley, I've known heads of state and many celebrities, but none have given me finer memories than you. I shall savor our moments together, even the embarrassing and painful ones, which account for most of them. Though you are an Owens, I shall always think of you as a son.
Lynn, I'm afraid we have to go.
Oh, yes, the meter must be running. Well, ta-ta.
He's gone. Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
From the master of suspense.
To all my dear Owens, married life has been rather hectic here in the Virunga Mountains. First, Louise and I enjoyed our abba-dabba honeymoon. Now we fill our days counting gorilla noses. I miss you dearly. But being around apes keeps the spirit of the Owens family alive indeed. Oops, I was close. Louise is calling. Love to all, Lynn. P.S. When you notice I've left my journal behind, don't bother to send it. Perhaps someday I'll drop by and pick it up myself.